So Paul did the inflection, but with thumbprint instead of handprint.
Okay. Thanks for the clarity there, Francisco.
Hey, you're welcome. I mean, I'm a fan. A little bit of a fan. All right.
The quote police over here.
Yeah, I got to get it right. Why even try if you're not going to get it right?
Exactly.
I'm Detective John Kimball. I'm a police officer.
Thank you, kindergarten cop.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good. Don't need that. All right, guys. So let's record 5. Oh, actually, let's have you all sort of be talking. You can all just talk at once or talk to each other. I'm just going to make sure that all the tracks are recording. So.
Hey, I like that. Oh, I like that, Johnny. I'm going to use that.
Let's see. View.
Karate Kid
Footer. View. Keep going. You got to keep going,
Oh, we're
guys.
supposed to continue talking?
Yes.
Okay, here, wait.
I don't want to continue talking. Whoever told you that I wanted to talk in the first place? Why should I want to talk to you? I never asked to talk to you.
Good.
You're looking
Well,
at me.
yes.
You're looking at me like I'm talking to you.
Yes,
I'm
and I
not talking to you.
appreciate
I'm
that
talking
so
at
much.
you, and I'm judging every single word
Why
you're
would
not
you
saying
judge?
because you're making faces at me
No, I'm
because
not
you're
making
at,
any
yes,
faces at you. No,
don't
you
like
told
it.
me to keep talking, so I'm talking at you.
Okay,
And I
you
keep-
What is the point of all this, really?
Seriously, what is
don't
this?
really.
I'm looking at all these threads that go from the outputs into different buckets and where they go to make sure it's actually
Okay.
recording every track.
So if we're all talking at the same time, how do you know which track is going into which bucket?
Because I can see the different threads from each one individually.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
weird.
writing a new song. It's called Fix It.
And it gives me faders
Francisco.
or audio levels
Tell
for each
me
one so I
why
can see whether or not it's going.
nothing
All right,
works on
I got a new
this
song for you too.
It's working just fine.
No, it's called
Cram it up your cram hole in the floor.
Oh, cramming up your cram hole of floor.
All right. So now that we've all gotten your whine to talk out, now we're going to be quiet for 5 seconds. So we're going to start that.
fact.
Turn the
Yes,
mute
it's
on.
fact. We're going to start that now.
With excitement like this, who is needing enemas?
Why are you waiting till 3? Okay, no.
We are wasting valueless time.
Okay, thank you.
Who the heck are you?
No Power Rangers? Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Francisco, that's fun to say. Francisco.
Are you done, Paul?
Tell me why.
Francisco.
Oh my word. Okay, guys. Well, it's gonna be me and Paul doing the skip. Paul, do you have a sense? How's your Steve Zahn?
Wait, I thought I was the guy.
You're right. I'm Steve Zahn. Hey,
Yeah.
guys, I'm Steve Zahn. Yeah.
You're not a believable Steve Zahn. He's got more.
Cramming up your cram hole. Actually,
Cramming up your cram hole, Francisco.
I'm still waiting for the one woman dodgeball experience.
You're gonna be waiting a lifetime for that because it ain't gonna happen.
But I want to hear it.
No.
The patch we're talking about where Ashley will do the whole dodgeball movie just herself, performing all the parts. Don't you want to hear that?
Nobody asked for that. Nobody wants it.
Yeah, I wouldn't sit through that. Sorry.
I'm ready for Patches O'Houlihan to come out of your mouth. That'd be fun. Anything that he says. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Well, I want to hear it. Anyway, okay.
Hey, all right.
I can do Steel Magnolias the same way if you want.
Hold on, let me listen to this one more time.
Oh, are you listening to the actual part, Paul?
Hey, when are you gonna play that thing you do? Hey, we came here to meet. All right.
Got me girls this week dance.
All right, let me make sure I have the actual
back.
thing queued up. Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't check, guys. Can you hear these sound effects? Because this may be a whole nother issue.
I can hear yeah.
Got him.
Okay, cool.
Here's my thumbs up.
All right. You're in your thumbprint handprint identification, please, but with your thumb.
Yeah, thanks for doing it right.
All right. Here, so thumbs up if you guys are ready to start the actual show.
In a second.
Okay, yeah.
Do that thing you do.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
Pickles.
Ma.
Peppa.
Sibilance. Check 1. Check 2.
Oh my! Wow, you guys are getting really prepared. I appreciate this, and
That's
you guys are going to have to carry me because I am so rusty at this that it's going to be quite the experience.
Is Rusty still in the Navy?
Oh my goodness.
Is your house on fire, Clark? Don't throw me down, Clark.
Invite me back for that one if you guys haven't been. I'm absolutely going to do that one.
Unfortunately, here's your non-Christmas present. We've already done it.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay, let's proceed, guys.
All right, we're about to go. Hey, I just wanted to say you guys look great on the video streams. Haven't I told you that?
Should save that for your intro thing, Paul. Maybe you have a
no,
better
he says that
response.
before they all begin. So
Okay, yeah, but all right, fine. That's a good point. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, hold on. You got to tell. Let me do. Sorry, Francis. You got to tell me if this
Okay,
sounds
yeah, because you're actually yelling.
Yeah. Hey, is this okay? Can you hear? Does that sound good? Or should I go like this? Or should I go like this? Close, middle, far.
I guess do middle, but
Middle?
open up your hands. Don't go
Open
like
up?
this. Yeah.
Like that? That's better?
Yes.
Or should I do like this?
No.
That's fine.
No,
Like this?
hands like this.
Hands like this.
Middle.
This is middle.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Stop buzzing.
I was going to say, answer the phone. Commissioner Gordon's calling you. Hey, when are you guys going to review that thing you do?
Has someone... Dang it.
Hey, just dang it.
Has our fame preceded us?
We came here to meet chicks, listen, and rate the show. And we can't rate the show without listening.
All right. This seems like an opportune moment to pick it up a little. Okay, here's episode 353 of the Retro Rewind podcast with the kid in the back.
Take us there, Sketch.
Retro system online. Reflux capacitor fluxing. Scanning through the space-time form. That thing you do, 1996. Rewinding in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, Rewinders and new listeners to the Retro Rewind podcast, where we take a fresh look at movies and games from 15 or more years ago. I am your captain of the pod, Francisco Ruiz, and I'm joined by your XO and mine, Paul. He's a guy, man. PaulJPowers.com Powers.
Oh, I'm not here with these fellas. I got a pig in competition over at the Pavilion Livestock, and I am going to win that blue ribbon.
That's good to know, Steve's on. And also for this discussion of the film That Thing You Do, we welcome back aboard Administration Officer of the pod, Ashley Ruiz. Hey, Ashley.
Hola, all.
Hola to you, Ashley. And in addition, we are glad to have back aboard Feelings Officer of the pod, Patrick Patch Hicks. Howdy, Patch.
Hey, everybody. Francisco, fix your shirt. It's poofing up in the back. I need you to fix that before you go back on stage. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Should I get some shades on, too?
Have I told you you look good? You look good. Okay. Just saying.
Thank you, Patch.
Look good maroon.
And now that we all look good here on the pod, Paul, can you give us a quick flyby of the production specs for That Thing You Do?
Okay, here we go. The Thing was released June 25th, 1982. It's rated R. It runs an hour and 49 minutes. It was directed by Francisco's favorite, John Carpenter.
That's right, yes.
Written by Bill Lancaster and John W. Campbell Jr., with lead stars being Kurt Russell, Wilford Brimley, and Keith David. You ready for the box office trivia?
I'm ready. Let's go, Paul.
All right. The Thing came out in the 80s, and I expected Francisco to stop me by now, but of course he hasn't, because this is one of his favorite movies.
Exactly. Wait, we're not doing The Thing? I'm confused.
I was going to say, if you were
Steve's
secretly
on that one too,
recording
right?
this episode, I was going to just have a mutiny and just go.
No mutinies.
Because
Oh,
that's that thing you do.
That is the thing that I do. And
Yes,
I will start a mutiny.
for those that were like, wait, you're covering the thing? You like just tuned in somehow on a podcast? We will be covering that for our Halloween episode where we're going to invite a bunch of pastors to join the podcast and we're going to be reviewing the thing then. But no, Paul,
But not tonight?
We are not doing it tonight. What are we actually covering tonight,
That could have
Paul?
been brought to my attention yesterday.
Fine. I hope this is right. Because the intros wouldn't make sense otherwise. That Thing You Do, ! Was released October 4th, 1996. Runs an hour and 48 minutes, the theatrical edition. It's rated PG and was directed and written by Tom Hanks, with lead stars being Tom Everett Scott, Liv Tyler, and Tom Hanks. Awesome. The music was composed by Howard Shore. Oh, wait. Francisco, you didn't stop me in time again. Dang it. I have to go back because, Liv Tyler with score being by Howard Shore. All right, here we go. The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring was... Don't worry, folks. We'll get it right at some point.
We did get it right.
Yeah, we finally are redoing this. December 10th, 2001.
Okay,
it's been a while.
Paul,
Have
what?
fun with that episode because I'm not going to be here
Why
either.
don't...
Bye-bye.
Why don't you just give us the box office and all that for That Thing You Do?
Hold on, I'm in the wrong movie.
Yeah.
All right. So which movie are we doing?
That Thing You Do.
Oh, yeah, like this bit that we do. Okay. That Thing You Do... was made for about $26 million and earned around $26 million at the box office.
Okay, I'm going to play both these then. Because it's a tie. I don't think we've ever had a movie that did that.
So given this fact, how high in the box office do you think it ranks among the movies released theatrically in 1996? And we'll go for the top 96.
Oh, top 96. Okay. Ashley, let's start with you. Where do you think this rate was?
Okay, if it barely broke even and it came out in 96, I'm trying to figure what else came out in 1996. I don't remember. I turned 10.
Independence Day.
Still haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, I know. It breaks my heart. You're breaking my heart.
I'll break your heart all the time.
Muppet Treasure Island. How about that?
Oh, well, that's way up there.
Didn't see that. Don't care to see it. I'm good.
Jingle All the Way.
Let's. That movie is an atrocity, but I've seen that
Put the cookie down.
Space Jam.
Let's say like 80. If you're saying 96, let's go with 78. That sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. 78 for Ashley. Patch, what is your guess?
You're on mute,
muted,
Patch.
I'm used to being on Microsoft Teams. Well, this movie took place in the 60s, so I'm going to stay there. I'm going to go with 64.
64. All right.
Oh, the year this supposedly took place.
Indeed.
To go with another number that's near and dear to my heart, my age, 24.
Nice.
You are not that.
Is that the inverse of Bobo's 42?
I mean,
I'm kidding though. I will go with my actual age of 44. So that'll be my guess. I want to hear it, Ashley. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, geez, I just wrote these in the wrong spot. I am rusty. I wrote all the numbers in the prediction spot.
bad job, Francisco. Fix it, Francisco.
I can't. I'm writing pen. All right. Well, anyway, they'll be fine. We'll just
Man, the mid-40s are rough on you, huh?
Oh, my gosh. All right. So we have 78 from Ashley, 64 from Patch, 44 from... I even wrote that in Paul's spot. Okay, 44 for me. Paul, where did this actually end up?
It ended right at the number... Before I tell you the number, this is from boxofficemojo.com, so you can look it up for yourself.
Okay.
Right at number 60.
60, okay.
6-0.
Then Patch wins that one.
Good job, Patch.
I was a little too pessimistic. Oh, well.
That's fine. I mean, it's understandable given it only maybe made back its box office, not really.
The director's cut would have been 96, but
that's
in the 60s here.
So, and yeah, just a quick clarification. We all watched the theatrical version, not the extended cut of That Thing You Do. But thank you for those factoids, Paul. And let's see if any of them factor into our memory mind meld or subsequent roundtable discussion, which we will get into once Alice has located our target film.
Alert. Alert. Target located. Spoilers incoming. Establishing analysis vector.
They played the music.
Hey, wasn't that our band?
And they wrote the song.
That thing you do, we'd like to release it. It's very important you don't stink today and make no guarantees.
But he made them a hit.
You're gonna be on TV tonight!
And made them believe
Very special, isn't she?
that their dreams could come true.
You are nice boys, except maybe for you.
That Thing You Do, written and directed by Tom Hanks. Rated PG.
Yes, written and directed by Tom Hanks. That's what we maybe remembered most about this film, or maybe not. Let's actually combine our memories into our memory mind meld synopsis for That Thing You Do. The Sign, Guy, The Sign. Are we open for business all night? New drummer speeds up song, making it a #1 hit while leader of the band is jealous. By the way, Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters are underrated. But not even Tom Hanks can keep this wondrous band together, which makes them one of the one-hit Oneaters. I am Spartacus. I didn't get the whole Spartacus thing, why that was a thing, but based on those memories, as flawed as they were, because actually, was there anything? That all seems actually. Never mind. You know what? That is right. I'm just gonna say that is right. There's nothing flawed about our memories there, but. Those flawless memories obviously led us to predict something about this film before we watched it for the first time or rewatched it. So let's go over and say what our predictions were for That Thing You Do, and also when did you first see this film? So let's start with our guests as we like to. We'll start with Patch this time. So Patch, what was your prediction, Rain, and when did you first see this?
So I predicted classic, and I will say just I have a lot of the classic rating is based off of why I've watched this movie. So my dad introduced this to me. Mm-hmm. He was a musician growing up in the 60s and 70s, and my musicianship has come from him. And so this was a movie that absolutely we connected with. I mean, we would kick over lines from the movie, like when one of us are watching it, he'd remind me of something, or I'd remind him of something, or I'd just send him a random, like, I'm signing, you're signing, we're all signing, you know. And so this was one of the few movies I remember watching with him and us both just really loving. He had seen it already, but he wanted to share that with me. And I think this was when it was on what we called Vajas back in the day, you know, VHS. Before the took over. Sorry.
I'm like, so Vajas? Is that like a Vajas, cable channel? What is that?
It's Spanish, Francisco.
Espanol for
irony there.
But no, that was the first time. I think it was actually maybe 99, summer of 99. I'd come home on a weekend or something, and he said, hey, I watched this movie, watch it with me. And yeah, so that was the first time. So shortly after it came out, but it was still... I don't think I saw it in the theater. I think that was the first time with my dad.
Nice. Ashley, how about you?
Well, I went and rated this nostalgic. I had actually never seen this before our first watch. I remember seeing the trailers for it when it first came out.
Yeah.
And my mom and I would look at each other and go, that looks interesting, but then we never saw it. And I think the closest to ever getting to see it, I remember back in like the late 90s, VH1 actually like aired this movie for 24 hours at a time. I grew up with basic cable.
Okay.
So I remember like watching a lot of VH1 and just seeing little snippets of it, but being like, I'm not invested enough because I was about 12, 13 at the time and I just didn't care. And, you know, it's always been around. I'm like, I kind of want to see that someday, and had the opportunity. And yeah, let's go. Had to go with nostalgic because it looked like it was good. Tom Hanks is in it, and Tom Hanks has yet to ruin something for me. So
obviously you haven't seen...
I mean, I've seen The Lady Killers, and that's pretty bad. But
actually, yeah, The Lady Killers is pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, but I wouldn't say that he ruined it. I would say the movie, for existing, ruined itself.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, me and Ashley are both Coen's brothers detractors. Neither of us like the Coen brothers, so I think that's probably a bigger part of it.
Yeah.
But
okay,
anyway.
Worst Tom Hanks film, Patch, go.
Lady Killers.
Whoa, that's on the spot.
Do it. You can do it.
The Bachelor.
Okay. I'll say
Bachelor Party.
Bachelor Party. Yeah, that was not great.
Burbs isn't very
That was
good
early
either.
Tom. That was
It's the Burbs has hit or miss
The Money
scenes
Pit?
depending on which scene and there's
Obviously-
more misses than
I have a soft spot for the Burbs. I
Yeah.
really like them. It's just this weirdly charming movie to me, and I just
Have you seen the
nice.
Money Pit?
Like I
That
said, there's
movie's
hits that
great.
Feldman in it.
you can tie it to. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, there's more, but for me, it's got to be the Circle. He plays. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
He
I've
plays a
heard about
villain, and I just don't like him as the villain in it. I thought he'd probably make a good villain, but not.
That's
It
a bad
doesn't-
adaptation
it doesn't
of
work.
the source material too.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
That movie was.
Obviously, none of you have ever seen Mazes and Monsters. Man,
No,
I was
I have
looking
not.
for a fun, like very cheeky, like D&D type movie. It was so boring, so bad.
And he was in that one.
Tom Hanks.
I've never even heard of Mazes and Monsters. so
It's
I don't
like
know.
his first film. It's really
Joe
old.
and the Volcano.
I think
Oh,
it was
that's a
before
great
that.
one.
Yeah,
I love that one. Him and Meg Ryan are fantastic.
Yeah.
That's their-
is
that was
essentially
their
one
prototype
big
for their chemistry.
I've never seen that.
is essentially one big PSA for the Satanic Panic. That's what Mazes
Oh,
and Monsters
nice!
was.
What I want to see this now.
Okay, enjoy, Paul.
What's called Mazes and what?
Monsters.
Mazes and Monsters. Nice.
Yeah. But Paul,
Yeah.
I'm curious from you, what's your prediction for now that let's get off Tom Hanks and talk about that thing you do. What is your prediction for this film, and when did you first see it?
I first saw it in theaters. I loved it.
Oh, really?
Got it when it came out on video or whatever, and saw it a few times after that. But honestly, since then, I got the single, That Thing You Do. It slaps. It's bopping. It's hip. It's got a funky beat, and I could bug out to it. So that's been on my playlist rotation for the past 30 years. I can't believe this movie is 30 years old this
That is
year.
so nuts. Wow.
It's more than half my life ago. If I would have thought like, oh, that movie came out like 10 plus years ago, like not that long ago, but anyway. But I haven't watched the movie since it shortly came out. One of my reasons is like I enjoy the song so much, and I don't want to get sick of it, kind of a thing, because that there's a danger in there. And honestly, I've never really had an excuse. It hasn't really come on, so it just hasn't flown my way or flown by. So, not having seen it in a couple decades, I predicted a classic that I would still enjoy it.
All right. For me, I had not seen this movie until Ashley and I watched it just recently for the podcast. This is my first time. I had no interest in seeing it. It did not look like my type of movie. So I had predicted tragic.
Nice. We're over.
Bitter pill.
I'm not Captain
Bitter
Makes an
pill.
appearance. I got the song ready if ever you want it.
This is predicted tragic. I'm not rating it tragic necessarily.
But maybe you're foreshadowing it.
I'm not foreshadowing anything.
I mean, I want to sing this song so
Well,
bad.
isn't that a foreshadow of something?
Foreshadowing anything.
I have a whole chorus now.
We'll see what we do when we get to the end. Okay, but
okay.
now that it'll be interesting to see though if our predictions of nostalgic, classic, and tragic come true. But before we get there, let's talk about the things we liked most about That Thing You Do. Alice?
Best bits.
Yes, the best bits about That Thing You Do. Let's begin with...
Nope. You're off script.
Edna mode.
I waited until you
Yes,
finished.
reset.
I wanted to see how long you were going to
It's
go.
like fix the Francisco.
I could have kept going, but I was like, okay, they're going to get really annoyed with this really quick, so let's stop. Okay, so let's see. So then I play that. Yes, our best bits are brought to you none other by then take 3. Yes, our best bits, and they are brought to you by none other than Paul J. Powers at pauljpowers.com.
As your manager, even before I tell you there's no crying in baseball, I would first make sure that you're sponsored by pauljpowers.com, just like this stream. That way you can go out there and make it big doing that thing you do. Right, Wilson?
Oh my God.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. Oh, very nice, Paul. All right, guys. Well, Wilson is not a guest here, but we have two awesome
come on, Wilson!
other guests. Ashley, why don't you tell us one thing you liked about That Thing You Do?
Okay, so I really liked the originality within this movie, the universe that they created with this fictitious record company that ultimately became one in real life, how they had their own interpretation of these different musical acts with a galaxy of stars. I absolutely adored how they even let the band be a band in a movie, and they had their own name, the Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters. I just thought it was like a great parody and homage to the 1960s creations.
Yes.
But it was like their own spin on it. And can I just say, like, it gets even more crazy when you find out that every single song that appeared in this movie was an original creation for the movie because they didn't want to pay rights to anybody because it was a big gamble. And the studio didn't want to pay all that money. So the fact that you have this, like, in-universe and they make all their own things that both kind of parody and also pay homage to things from the 60s, but then you find out that every single music composition that every single act sang was original for the movie. That's just, like, it blows my mind that they would do this for a movie and on a budget of what they made it with and all of the time and effort that they put into doing that.
Absolutely.
It's just mind-boggling.
And I would say as an extension to that, actually, the personalities of those groups were just as authentic and homage-ish and parody. Like you've got Chantrellines, you've got Diane Dane, you've got surf groups, you've got the quartet, and I think that Tom Hanks and company wanted to put something together that did both of those things because, yes, you're saving money, you're on a budget. This is a very, relatively speaking, it's a low-budget film, and to keep it tight like that and to be that original without feeling like you're making fun of that era, but to that edge of saying, yeah, we know that these aren't real people. We know that this is kind of getting to an extreme version stereotype. It didn't feel like it was in any way insulting those types of groups. As ridiculous as they might seem to us 50, 60 years later, I think that it's charming to see these personalities because the music is a big component of that. But I think the acts themselves being able to come together and perform that way, even if they don't have a lot of screen time, you really felt like you were in this era of a cornucopia of those types of acts.
Absolutely.
Definitely. In fact, I didn't know that, Ashley, but I was a little surprised because there was one surf song that really sounded familiar. It went... And I thought I heard that somewhere else before. I'm not sure, but okay, cool. That's good on them.
They bought the rights to that one. They didn't it was the least expensive that they could, but they had to make sure they incorporated it because it's part of every movie's soundtrack. You think Francisco would know these things by now?
Yeah, it's like the Wilhelm scream. It's in everything.
Goodness. Oh my word. Patch, was that your first the use of music throughout, or was that you were just adding on to what Ashley said?
No, I was just adding on to it.
Okay. I will say before I get to Patch for his first I agree with you, Ashley. That was really cool to have all these different acts and stuff. I think, or Patch, you were expanding on that. Though, where was the hair metal bands? I was like, why don't we?
This is the 60s. That's the 80s.
Oh, I'm sorry.
80s
where's the awesome synth bands? Where are those?
That's 80s.
Oh well, I guess the 80s may have had some better music. Okay. Let's continue. Patch. It's Patch's turn now.
I think that was a way of. I think he just shushed you in a weird way there.
Oh, he'll pay for it. I can throw something.
Why did she
at
go
him
off
right
screen?
now.
What's going on? She just turned her camera off. Paul, you and I can just take this home, okay?
Oh,
all right.
My word.
Don't worry, Patch. We got this because I am Spartacus.
Okay. Explain this to me. Why did he keep saying that?
Must have liked that movie.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yes. They wanted to make a thing, so they made a thing.
But okay, they're going to go to all the trouble of having fictional bands. Why don't they have fictional movies? and fictional references.
They wanted it to feel grounded. There was only so many things that they wanted to ground it in the 1960s. They wanted it to sound like the things and be like the time, but they wanted it to be unique. And Spartacus was a popular movie around that time, and a young man of that age demographic would have liked that movie, Francisco.
And that
It's
goes right into my
believable.
first like being grounded, and that's the production quality of this film. When the first opening scene, it immediately shows, it transports me back into the 60s with all the cars, the storefront, the downtown, the quality. I was like, and the music, I was like, yes, I'm ready for this. And you didn't have that long intro, boom, it gets you right in there. And so I was really impressed with the production quality of this film in that regard.
Though, if it were really going for authenticity, shouldn't it have like title cards or something? To
It did
intro the
that
movie?
thing you do with that 60s font.
No, with like
square...
the cast and stuff, like different slides with the cast. This is who's in it. You know, like old Disney movies or and
Tribute,
stuff.
Francisco. It was a tribute. It wanted to remind people of what the 1960s
Exactly.
felt like, not be a reproduction of a 1960s film.
Yeah, it was good enough for me. Makes my first like.
Because it didn't have white text on black background.
Amen.
That's high praise. Patch. Oh, I don't know if it was the setting, the groundedness. I know it wasn't quite the music, but what was your first like about this film?
Steve Zahn. He's the MVP. He's the MVP of this movie.
He really
and
was.
not only because he's highly quotable, like all the lines that I quote with my dad or with anybody else are all his lines. But I also I fell in love with his character because he encapsulates, in my opinion, I mean, there's 4 distinct personalities, which is fantastic. But his personality is the one who's like, oh my gosh, this is really happening.
Yeah.
He's in the world of music, but not so committed like Jimmy.
Yeah.
But he's not so out of it like the bass player who goes into the military. He's like along for the ride. He's absolutely enjoying every minute of it. And you can just see it on his face. This is who I would be, minus the Vegas trip and the leaving at the end of the movie. Which is also in line with his character. He's absolutely, this is appropriate for him. He finds a new shiny object, and he decides to take off. And I find it interesting that in that moment of that conflict, he didn't do anything. Like he just said, "Hey, I need some money. I'm gonna take off." But that's completely appropriate for his character,
right?
But throughout the movie, I think he was the personality that reflected the excitement and the energy of the first 2/3 of that movie. And the band needed him. The band needed him to say, I'm signing, you're signing, we're all signing. Getting excited about Steubenville. These things that I really believe some of these things were ad-libbed because Steve Zahn as an actor is just so much fun. And I would imagine that working with him would be a ton of fun in the movies that I've seen him in. So I just think he makes this movie he really just personifies the energy of this movie from an acting standpoint. And I think that's appropriate for his character, and it was needed.
Yeah. So Steve Zahn was actually like, I put him down as my classic maker, but he is really pretty much tied with another thing in this film. So I'll just go ahead and add on. I mean, I just had such fun with that character. I mean, those were the times I laughed the most in this movie. I'm sure Ashley can attest to that.
You let out some big guffaws.
Yeah,
especially when he got so excited, or he was ad libbing. He's like, "I'm not here. I'm here to win that blue prize."
Yeah.
Like you, oh my gosh.
Or that the whole the
Captain Gooch.
Yeah, that he was that was the band.
Captain Gooch.
I just thought that was so hilarious, and I just was
threes.
I just appreciate his character and how Steve Zahn portrayed him so much of Lenny. So
He felt so genuine.
he did, and I love that he was. I would have been so sad if he was the character being so fun that was the one who broke his arm. And I mean, nothing against Giovanni Ribisi. I like him as an actor. He was great. And I was sad he wasn't in it, but I mean, I get that they need Guy and all that. Then that's the thrust of the film. But so I'm glad that Steve Zahn
That
was in it.
actually goes into my next and that's basically the cast. And I'll get back to Giovanni.
Yeah.
This is just a well put together team. It's just there's people in here I haven't seen in years that I love seeing, and it's like, oh, I love watching these actors, and it's just so except for everyone hit it. Everyone did a great job. I was just a little disappointed in one, and that would be the main guy, Jimmy, by Jonathan Shake. And he did a fantastic job for his character.
Guy was the main guy.
No, well, he wrote the song. Guy.
Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. He's the
leader of the band. You know.
Yes.
Lead vocalist.
Not the lead of the movie, but the lead of the band. Okay.
No. Tom Everett Scott did great. Even Jonathan, who played Jimmy, the writer, the songwriter, I think did great for what he was given. But I don't know him from anything else, and every other actor I know him from other things.
Oh,
so
interesting.
I would have rather had Giovanni try to play that character.
Oh,
and
interesting.
Switch him.
Okay.
Because, I mean, well, last time I saw Giovanni, he was in Avatar playing the bad guy, but, but I don't know, or maybe there's somebody else. Again,
Lance Henriksen.
Who? I don't know.
Lance Henriksen is the android from Aliens.
Oh,
he's way old. He would not have fit for that. I'm being ridiculous.
No. Okay. Anyway, I even with the cast they do have, it's fantastic. With Liv Tyler and all of them in there.
Awesome. Ashley, maybe there's a particular character or the group of characters that you really liked, or was it something else that you enjoyed about that thing?
I was gonna say I'm
you do?
not ready to go into my classic makeup just yet.
Wait, have you done two already?
No, I haven't. I don't want to talk about this because
okay.
that literally was my classic.
Okay,
maker.
then.
But
we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
You'll have to come back to it just because, no.
But what's something you did like?
Well, I know how Paul said, like, how the movie started off, it really just grounds you into the believability of the 1960s. And I just want to build on that and just say it felt authentic with the set pieces,
oh my gosh, yes.
how the costumes were done, the hairstyles that were implemented, the sets, like, it really did feel grounded. It felt authentic. Like, it was enjoyable to watch. And I especially can sometimes find it hard to be grounded in a movie about a particular piece in time when it is not when it's not something that was done in that time frame, when you're doing something like 30 years later. But they did an excellent job. Yeah. So it really did feel authentic. It felt believable. I loved it all.
Aw.
30 years later? Wait. That means if they were to make the movie now, it would be back in 1996.
Oh, good Lord.
Isn't that crazy? What? The year that it came out.
The year that it came out.
I would love to see someone... I was watching some interviews with the guys when they joined together for the 25th anniversary.
Yes,
and they were saying,
that was a great...
and they were talking about, what if you made this movie, it was a sequel, but it was set 30 years later, and we made it in 1996, but we made it now. And they just talked about how it would be interesting to do that and how much different that would feel because that was when the movie was coming out.
Like
I don't think it's that
would be
Pearl
Jam would be the
I don't think it's that hard to make a movie now about 1996 as much as it would to make a movie about the 60s, you know?
And
I don't think things have changed that much.
No, things haven't changed all that much, but it would be interesting to see them do that. And the fact that all those guys can actually play the instruments because of the boot camp they went through. And like Tom Everett Scott is insane on the drums now, like insane. He can hold his own.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the fact that they didn't just shoot the guys' heads and then like their hands and fingers doing something, by somebody else.
Yeah.
That's
6
great.
weeks going through that process, and they actually can play the instruments.
That's very cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I will say, and this didn't make my dislike, so I will bring it up now. But you were talking about believability, Ashley, and I will say that is true for. There's only one thing in this movie that I would say seemed out of place, and I don't know why. It probably is time appropriate, but just felt out of place. Is the camper, their first
sketchy
manager
camper?
Yeah, that comes in on this truck bed camper.
It's a really nice camper. The guy in a really nice camper offering to get your song on the radio. What's unbelievable about that, Francis?
That just felt very 80s for whatever reason. That
the
style
camper?
looked 80s. It didn't look 60s. So
I didn't live in the 60s, but it
they
felt
probably
like
did have it. But
it's not avocado or white. He didn't have it in the same color as like a dishwasher.
I mean, if he had a what's it called, an Airstream? If he had an Airstream, that would have felt way more believable.
But that would have been too expensive for him.
A prowler that he's towing behind his truck instead of having it be like one of those like
on the
like
bed.
flathead-
But-
on the bed ones, yeah.
But Patch, those were legit expensive. But that would actually, you could change the character and actually make him a legit successful manager.
Yeah.
Yes, but that would have probably been in conflict with when they meet Mr. White, and he says, "I can take you further than him," and
Right.
he has a radius, and I think that camper was meant to
Show
look a little
local.
sketch. Show a
Yeah.
sense of like, listen, this is he grinds. He's a grinder. That's what he
Yeah.
does. He grinds the local area. He finds talent, and he was not reluctant to say, "Yeah, I'm done." You know.
Yeah.
And so I think that I think the camper was a great extension of him, not
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he was like poor or homely.
Yeah. I got
but
my
because he
finder's
was-
fee. I'm out.
It was
Yeah, I mean, he's
delightful.
blue collar. You
Yeah.
can get
Yeah.
blue collar agent. You don't have to be. You don't have to be like Mr. White. Mr. White owns Playtone, or he runs. He's a high up on Playtone. Not
Yeah,
really
high up,
running
yeah,
Playtone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not like Saul.
Get this guy out of my face. What
Get
are you
Fabian
doing?
away from me.
I'm drooling my food out my face, and I don't want him looking. Why are you doing that? Patch, what did you really like munching into about this movie?
This is not one of mine, but I love Saul Seiler.
I did not at all. He's so gross to me. But okay, I'm glad you liked it.
Slimy
But
and
he
blue.
represents the slimy executive that has no
Yeah.
connection to his label.
Yeah.
Is strictly a suit that
Yeah.
makes the money and lets other people do the work for him.
Pretty
It's so
much.
good. That was not one of mine, but it's a great one. I like the pacing of the movie, and particularly
Okay.
the first two acts. The movie's fast, as
It
you guys
is,
talked
it
about.
is.
You get right into it. There's very little. The exposition is shown, not told. We get everybody within like the first 7 minutes. We get all the main characters are there. Now, granted, most of them are in a band, but the dynamic between Guy and his dad, and where he doesn't want to work there, and he's like, "I'm cooking the books as usual," and I didn't know what that phrase meant
Oh yeah.
at
What
the
the
time.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's being sarcastic and saying that he's like doing illegal things. It's like, I thought cooking the books mean he was doing the numbers, closing
Oh,
the books.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
And they said,
accounting.
like,
Yeah.
The sign guy, the sign. Anyway, but the energy, going back to Steve Zahn, kind of representing on the character level, the pacing of the movie was so energetic because it reflected the excitement that they were feeling, the fast pacedness of the record going up to like number 3. I think it was 3, maybe it was 7. I don't know. It's top 10, and all the changes that they went through. So you see this montage with this great surf music playing in the background, and you see them getting new instruments, and everything is just boom, 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 and it really does exemplify what I believe would be the rise to stardom over the course of, this is like 2 months, guys. This is
Yeah.
not over the course of a year, because
Right.
there's that great line by the bass player who says, I'm gone in August. I'm reporting
Yeah.
a movie in August. And Mr. White says, so we have you for the next couple of months, or we have you until then. So this was really, really fast.
Yeah.
And so I think for the sake of timing, for the sake of keeping this movie really tight, which is why I don't like a director's cut that just expands on things that are not necessary, this is why this theatrical cut works, is because of the fact that the pacing is very tight, at least through the first 2/3 of the movie. I've got thoughts on the last third.
Is that where, because I felt it could be cut down even more to like an hour and a half, but I couldn't figure out where. So I'm just, maybe I'm getting too into this now, but would you say if you were to cut anything out, it would be in the last third, the last act?
Well, yes and no. Let me get to my thoughts on that in relation to the last third, because that, I'll just say it right now, that's one of my my tragic thoughts. And,
Okay.
And I have a solution, maybe not really.
Okay. Well, we can pin it for then.
I have your solution. Take the first half of this movie and
Don't
attach it to the
even-
last half of Jurassic Park, and you got a great movie.
That it does not make a good movie.
Let's see. Where's my camera?
Oh my god! Stop with your muting.
Uh-oh. Guys, Patch fell down.
Oh my word. Okay, let's see here. Okay, one more thing from me, then we'll get to our classic makers, guys. And I have two. They're both kind of good. I guess I'll go with this one. I just loved that the band just breaks up. and then
at the end, right?
Guy, yeah, this is toward the end. Guy and
He likes it when
Mr. White.
ends. Classic maker.
I'm not doing that. Guy and Mr. White are in this sound recording booth.
Oh yeah, the sound. Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
and Guy's just there jamming. And then what's his name? Del Paxton.
Del
Paxton.
Yeah, comes in and he wants to jam with him, and he's like, "You want to jam with me?" I just love that moment of like your hero comes in and wants to like hang out with you. There's just something about that was so touching, and it's like, yeah, this is a sad moment, but you still get to have this redeeming element of it, or this moment that redeems it in some way.
It finishes on a high.
Yeah. So I felt like that was a great way to snatch something that would have just been sad and
soften the blow.
Yeah, soften the blow, making it just like, okay, this doesn't make it all better, but this definitely makes it more worthwhile, I guess, to go through. Yeah. So
I'll
You know
add
what
on
that
that,
drum-
Francisco.
yeah, please do.
I think
Go
it
ahead.
also like really validates his own talent for him. The
Yeah.
fact that this
Oh, yes.
accomplished
Yeah.
musician, and he kind of, the first time he meets him, he kind of makes him mid full of himself because he's had a little too much to drink, and he says,
You're my
that
biggest fan.
You're my biggest fan, and he's been the biggest fan. He loves jazz
Yes.
music. He loves what Del has done on the landscape of jazz music,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that this accomplished musician who is like, well, you've been with this band, they come and go, but you always have like your music and that. So the fact that he wants to just record with him and have this session is like, it is validation. It's like you may have been part of this one hit wonder band for a really short period of time, but your talent is going to take you places. And
Yeah.
then like those title cards at the end would just kind of summing up everything that they do. It kind of gives you that clarity.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, and to that point, I think he almost foreshadows that in the bar when he's talking to him around the table, like everybody, after everybody leaves. Del says, bands come and go, kid.
Yeah.
And but he's essentially encouraging him to keep playing because playing is not necessarily a part of a band, but being a part of something and having the ability to continuously be a part of something was good. By the way, Francisco, I'll bet you know what the name of that drum arrangement was called. What did he call it?
A drum set.
No,
I
no.
know.
What he played.
I know.
The tune.
Pearl Jam.
You love-
I
I
don't know.
am Spartacus.
You lovely what? It's called I Am
Oh,
Spartacus.
That's right.
Spartacus.
It's called.
I am Spartacus.
Here's a bonus question. Which of you know? Who of you? I imagine Patch knows this, but do any of you know who
Jurassic
directed
Park.
Spartacus?
Oh, that was Kubrick.
Yes,
Stanley?
James Kubrick. Yeah, Francisco. Yeah.
Stanley.
Charlie Kubrick.
Stanley.
Chuck
Kubrick.
Kubrick. Yes.
Chuck Norris.
Stuttering Stanley.
Chuck Norris directed Spartacus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Francisco, you know why I knew that?
Why?
Because
I am Spartacus!
Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, guys. Classic Maker time. Let's start with Paul. What's your favorite thing about this film, Paul?
it's the music. It's so catchy, especially their one-hit wonder. That thing you do, that song,
Yep.
that is
They
fantastic.
play it a lot.
They do.
They do, but it's a great song. I love it. I said I have it on my playlist, and it's still there, and I've listened to it for decades.
Absolutely an
It's wonderful.
earworm, I will say. You
Yes.
get in your head, you cannot get it out. I'm sorry.
So the fact
need
that
a
they were able to
lobotomy.
capture that and put it and marry it with a great movie ish, we'll talk about the bad things about it later. But I to me the best part about this movie is that song because that's it's lasting. I don't know what you call that. The ripple
Legacy?
effect or whatever. I guess the legacy, yeah.
Okay.
It has a great lasting song.
I gotcha. Ashley, what's your classic maker for that thing you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So my classic maker, this was someone else's, like just talking about the cast.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically Steve Zahn. I mean,
Yes.
he was the heart of this movie. I absolutely adore the character of Lenny. But I really just love what everyone brought to the table. I loved Steve Zahn as Lenny. I loved Ethan Embry as TB player, the
Yes.
bass player,
Yes.
because he was just so sweet and wholesome,
He
and he
was.
loved his country and he wanted to serve it.
Yeah.
And I even loved Tom Everett Scott as this kind of standoffish, like loves what he's doing as a musician, really takes his craft seriously. I thought Liv Tyler did a great job. I even especially loved the doorman at the hotel that they were at.
Yes.
Because he
Lamar.
treated
Take this man to the blue spot.
Yeah, he was just so awesome. He was so
Yes.
sweet and charming, and he just treated every single person with kindness, and he was delightful.
Yeah.
Can you imagine staying in a hotel and having this doorman that just gives you a smile with service? And he reminds me of one of the security guards that we had at Dish that we had, and he was just the nicest guy. He would be like, good morning, good morning, good morning. And he just gave me such reminders of this person that I knew in real life. I'm like, wow, this actor is so good. And he's so charming. He cares about the people that he works with. I'm like, I want to stay at that hotel.
Yeah, right? Was that a real hotel? I feel like that was a real hotel.
It was a real hotel. But
the Ambassador, I think,
it
right?
was a real hotel, but at the time that they filmed it, the hotel had been defunct and no more. So they largely used it as a set piece in Hollywood during the time.
I think it's back up and running since then.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Good for
because
it.
of the movie.
Well, no, because
of this movie.
No, it has so much Hollywood history in it. Yeah.
No, it's because of this podcast. This podcast is what revitalized
You wish, Francisco.
Because it's a time traveling podcast. We have that power.
Yeah. See, we went back in time. We helped. Now we're back here. Yeah. All right. Let's go to Patch next. What's your classic maker? What revitalized you about this movie?
Which artist got to you? Chantrelines. Anyway, that's a great scene. With what's his name's brother? I forget his name. The radio guy, the DJ. I forget.
Not Colin.
Clint Howard.
Clint Howard.
Clint
Yes.
Howard.
Yes. Like Ron Howard's got him in all of his movies. It's really funny.
Yes.
That's not my classic maker. No, my classic maker. I'm reaching back into the Feel and Film days is like the connecting point that we used to give.
Yeah.
The moment that the song gets played on the radio.
Oh.
That whole sequence where
they're all excited and dancing around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Running
TV
down the
player,
streets.
he's got it on the wrong station. Of course he does. He's listening to it. And then Faye's got it in her ears and she's licking the stamps. And then she just gets really excited. And just seeing how it just gets louder and louder and louder, which then culminates to the end of the song. And I am Spartacus.
Yes.
I am Spartacus!
Look, I mean, I've seen movies that have that kind of "we made it" montage, that
Yeah.
kind of experience, but this scene captures.
I was about to say they sold it. Yeah.
They did,
So good.
and there's an equivalent that I would say in musical movies like Sing Street, where there's the creation of a song, and you see the characters getting together and like, oh man, that's a great hook. Oh, that's a really fantastic. Let's do this. Let's add that. It's the creative process. This is the result of that. When you finally acknowledge that, in this day and age, we all live digitally, and if you get 50 million plays on Spotify, that's might be something.
Yeah.
But we don't have that anymore. Where I don't know a lot of people my age or younger that listen to the radio. They've got on-demand music, and so getting your song out there could be. You could argue that it's easier or harder depending on your approach. But in the 60s, hearing this and hearing it play 3 times is what guys said
In one day, yeah.
in one day is a huge thing.
Yeah.
And so I really loved all the emotion that they felt. I loved that they all reacted differently. So guys freaking out. Jimmy has a surprised look on his face and he just grabs Faye and kisses her like I've arrived. Their body language articulates their personalities. And I think it's just so fantastic. And even just the tertiary characters, like his parents are like, his dad's like, no, don't mess with that. That's an expensive radio. And his mom's
But
like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
his sister's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just really freaked out or whatever. It's just charming and wonderful. And I love that scene.
It was super heartwarming. I loved
Yes.
watching his mom just in the office, and she's on the phone. She's like, I know, it's playing right now. And she was just
Like, I'm so proud of my boy.
She's like, I'm so proud of my boy. And the dad is just like shaking his head. But I love how that was like the first moment for them. But it kind of brings me back like later in the movie where they're watching them on TV and his dad is finally supportive. That growth. And he's like drumming. Oh, it's so sweet. But
That is,
from the
yes.
very first moment, his mom is just on board. And she just has the sweetest reaction. And it just like touched my heart. I'm like, oh, parents being proud of their kids.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just insert this. My favorite scene, which I thought that's a fantastic scene. And What really struck me, and not seeing it in years, my favorite scene actually was the scene where Liv Tyler's character breaks up with her boyfriend. Just that little speech. No, I'm serious. That little speech.
No, that's just amazing. That's the thing that you.
Yeah, I was shocked by it because there's many great scenes, but then when she ends her speech, like, shame on me for kissing you with my eyes so tight.
Yeah,
like, oh, Tom Hanks, you wrote a great line there. Whoever did. That was just spectacular.
And I wasn't trying to laugh like, haha, you fool, Paul, for thinking that that's the best. No, I was surprised. That's where that.
Yeah, I was surprised too how much that moved me because I don't usually. I'm not like Patch here, a feeling kind of guy most of the time. But that if that would probably be my favorite line of the whole movie.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of great lines. Yeah,
it's a good line.
Yeah,
for sure.
So that leaves me, and you probably saw me if you're watching the video of this. You probably saw me shaking my head through Patches because
the whole time I thought you were like a bobblehead, or your head was almost going to come right off there.
Because I'm like, what is Patch thinking? What is Patch doing? Stealing the thunder of my classic maker.
You see, Captain Tragic could have been there encouraging you, Patch, and like, yeah, get it, Patch. That's right. You tell him, but no.
I should have said my favorite part was when they saw the dinosaurs for the first time on the
Yes, there you go.
The first half of Jurassic Park, the moment that made the first half so perfect, that made it couple with the second half so perfectly, that made it a perfect movie.
It's that dinosaur you do when you go through.
Guys, Ashley fell down.
Oh my gosh.
Andy's coming.
No. Ashley's going to take herself off this tour.
But I just
she left in Pittsburgh.
I think
should have broken up with him in Pittsburgh.
Wow. Yeah. Pat, you said it very, very well. I'll just say real quickly, succinctly that I love that moment. Just seeing the joy. It's rare when you see joy portrayed so flawlessly, so authentically. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, authentically. And my heart just lit up at that point where they're on the radio and they're like so excited, and they don't look like they're overacting. They look just like they're purely just caught up in this beautiful moment where they've like arrived, quote unquote. So I thought that was so sweet and so heartfelt.
In a lot of ways, and maybe this was by design. I don't cut you off, Francisco.
No,
I think that moment.
No, I do it all the time. Go for it.
Was a lot more genuine than their stage, their TV.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I think that's by design because the TV thing is on the cusp of when they're gonna just break because they don't.
Yeah.
The bass player's gone.
Yeah.
At that point, and so I think that's supposed to be kind of a bookended contrast to each other. You got We've Arrived, our songs on the radio compared to We've Arrived, we're on TV now.
Yeah.
Television showcase. And the energy of both of those things. I mean, even when you look at the television showcase, they're so stiff. They're just back and forth. They're not rocking out. They're there. They're on 4 platforms performing like robots. And the song is the same, but the only energy is from the audience with the girls.
Right. Exactly.
And the guys going, "Why am I here with my girlfriend? Because I don't need to be here because I'm feeling insecure." All the boys are there going, "I just like the song." Anyway, good stuff.
Awesome. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, now those are the things we liked most about That Thing You Do. But let's talk about something that you may not know, some trivia about the film.
Try me.
Okay, now cue the music and that star thing.
And today's trivia is brought to you by the Geek Devotions. Geek Devotions is a collaboration of devoted geeks that are devoted to letting people know that they are loved. They produce a weekly geek culture-infused devotional, their podcast, Com Talk, and written articles, all designed to encourage and challenge the people in the geek community, bridging the gap between their faith and their geekdoms. Find all their content at geekdevotions.com.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Geek Devotions. All right, so thanks to Geek Devotions, here's some trivia. Did you all realize...
Nope.
Now stay with me here. Did you all realize Tom Hanks starred with Kevin Bacon in Apollo 13?
Oh, here we go. How many degrees of Kevin Bacon are there? All
which
right.
we have covered on the podcast. You can search at firejoystudios.com, Apollo 13, you'll find it. And so, meaning in the game, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, Tom Hanks is 1 degree away from Kevin Bacon because they're like 1 to 1. Google, if you didn't know, has a fun, though I found inconsistent, search function where if you add the words bacon number before an actor's name, it will tell you how many degrees away they are from Kevin Bacon. So
Sounds like Google. Inconsistent.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially now with the AI search results.
Yes, exactly.
Womp womp.
With all of that in mind, I thought we'd play a little game here, guys.
Oh, okay.
How many, and this is just one question, how many actors in That Thing You Do, including Tom Hanks, have 1 degree of separation from Kevin Bacon? So if anyone wants to guess a number, just shot in the dark, you could go for it. Otherwise, I have multiple choice you guys can pick from.
Man, there's so many actors in this.
When you say 1 degree, you mean that they
They
were in the same
starred
They were in
with
the same
Kevin
movie
Bacon.
together. Yeah.
Okay. With
Well,
Kevin Bacon.
so Clint Howard was also in
No counting,
Apollo
just
13.
counting your head.
Oh, there's so many actors. Like even Kevin Pollak was in this movie.
Okay, we're not going to be here forever, so I'm going to give you multiple choice.
All right.
And you're just going to pick one. You can pick the same ones if you guys agree or disagree.
All right.
Okay, so choice A is 1. So just Tom Hanks is the only one with 1 degree of separation. Or 1 degree.
Sorry, I ruined that one.
B, there's 3 of them, 3 actors with 1 degree of separation, or 1 degree. Answer C is 7. There are 7 actors with 1 degree. And D is there's over 10 actors that are 1 degree away from Kevin Bacon. So, Paul, what is your
7?
guess?
C, 7.
C, 7? All right.
Hey, Star Fox,
Hey,
just in
Star
time
Fox.
for the game.
Yes. Ashley, what's your guess?
I was also going to say that because 3 feels like too few, but 10 feels like ridiculous.
It might be 10. There's a lot of actors in this.
I know there's a lot of actors in this movie. I'm just going to go womp womp and just say B. Let's go with 3.
Why is that womp womp? All right. That's fair.
Kevin
Patch?
Bacon's in so many things.
Yes, that's true.
Go for D, Patch. Let's have it across the board.
Split all the difference. Let's get the wide. Let's cast the wide net.
Yeah.
D, all right.
Ooh, who wins?
Give me 10.
So,
Give me 10.
Not me.
3 enter, 1 leaves.
Is it the octagon?
more like a triangle, but according to my research, so you lay this at the Fiat Francisco, the answer is C, 7. There are 7 actors.
I stole it at the beginning. I was rooting for you, Patch, though.
But do you have a list of all 7
Yes,
names?
I do. So
You
Tom
better
Hanks, who was in Apollo 13, Liv Tyler, and who was in a movie called Super with Kevin Bacon. I've never
saw
seen it.
Doesn't exist.
Kevin Pollak, who was the sort of a not a talent show, but he was like
the
Pittsburgh
boss Vic
guy.
Koss
He
from
was the MC.
the Vicksburg from
Yes.
Pittsburgh.
He was an MC of the
He was in A Few Good Men, which had Kevin Bacon in it.
Okay.
Charlize Theron was in a movie called Trapped with Kevin Bacon. I've never heard of it.
She was trapped
Then
with
we
Kevin
have
Bacon.
Chris Ellis, who was who was their camper manager.
Yep.
He was in Apollo 13. Clint Howard, also in Apollo 13, and
Yep.
Trace Rayner, who was who was she in this? She was someone in this.
Was it the sister?
It might have been the sister.
Was it
but-
Diane Dane? She was in everything. No, I don't know.
But she was also in
no
Apollo
profile
13.
picture.
She was the pregnant one in Apollo 13.
Okay, look, great
see
trivia. Fantastic. It's kind of a cheat though that like most of these guys were all in Apollo 13.
What do you want from me, Paul? Not Paul Patch.
Shots fired.
He's used to yelling at you, Paul.
He's just saying do
I should
better,
have fed that to you, Paul,
Francisco.
so you could say
No, it's fine. I'm used to it. You're not, so it's fine.
Yes, thank you,
Sharing
Star
it
Fox.
well.
Yeah, a few
Oh,
from
my
Apollo 13.
feelings.
Yeah, it's that doesn't negate the 1 degreeness of it.
Right.
Okay.
And what about Lamar? He was in Footloose, right? Or
Yeah.
No, I didn't
or
see
Del,
him in
Del
anything.
Paxton must have played in
No,
Footloose.
I looked. Del Paxton was 2 degrees with this movie and something else. I
Del
forget what it
Paxton was in Whitewater Summer with him. Have you guys seen that one, Whitewater Summer?
Anyway, guys, let's get
Okay.
Back
Great trivia,
to-
Francisco.
Yes.
Why? Don't you all leave on me? Don't you do
Don't
it?
give me a reason to leave.
What's
Oh.
the reason? What is
Hey,
the
know
reason?
what you
now that we've all had some trivial fun, let's find out what memories you, the Rad Rewinders, had about that thing you do! Exclamation mark.
Let's do it. All right. Chris Cowan says, This one is a favorite. There he goes off to write a new hit song, Alone in My Principles.
Who Will Say Generation X podcast says, I remember that the Oneaters is the best fictional band in movie history. I'm sorry if you disagree with me. I guess that would make me alone in my principles.
Oh my word. I'm curious, guys, how do you rate? How do you say it? If it's the word one and netters, do you say Oneaters? Do you say Oniters? Onetters? How do you guys pronounce it?
If it's Oneidas, it's going to have an I because there's a town in upstate New York called Oneida.
Oh,
It
okay.
has an I.
Didn't people pronounce it Oniters though?
No,
no.
what's his name? Your favorite guy pronounced it Onetters at the bar.
Okay.
When he was drunk, though, the official pronunciation is Oneaters.
Oneaters.
I thought it was the Wonders was the official.
I mean,
The official wrong one is
people
Oneaters.
don't know phonetics.
Yes, the official wrong one is yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. I was just curious, but okay. Very good. Very good.
All right. Wait, who?
No, it's
says
my
that?
turn. It's on me.
Oh, okay.
Andrew Simpson says, I remember my dad buying the soundtrack on cassette, and we played the heck out of it. I love the music, but I need to watch the movie again. Maybe we'll tell you, Andrew, here coming up.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the last half yet. Hold on. All right, Celeste Mora. Shout out to her. She was supposed to be reviewing the movie with us, but
life
she got
busy.
booked. You know, Movie Tones wouldn't release her from her contract, so maybe next time.
Playtones?
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Playtones. Yeah, that would have made a lot more sense, but you know.
Retro tones.
Yeah, the retro tones. Anyway,
Retro tones, yeah.
she goes on to say this is one of her favorite movies, so
very nice.
maybe next time.
Aaron Wallace says, Chad fell down.
Guys, Chad fell down.
Oh my.
Exactly, Aaron. Jeremy Shields says,
Take us there, Sketch.
and he also quotes, I wonder what happened to the Oneaters.
I don't know. I feel like they're a one-hit Oneater. Deborah Powers says,
letters.
I loved it. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji.
And David Bobo Bopke says, I remember the main song being played in bits throughout the movie, and I didn't get tired of it. Ooh. Hats off to the editors on that, I think. But hey, I'm curious what you all would have liked edited out of this movie.
Ooh, good question, Bob. And that brings us into things we disliked most, our dislike section for that thing you do. Alice, bring it up.
Worst woes.
And let's begin with...
You forgot the name? Oh, sorry.
Onetters.
No, this is my turn. I
flubbed the like section intro. Now Paul's flubbing the dislike section.
Well, you stepped over my line, so I'm blaming. All right. Anyway, this is brought to you by Edna Mode.
Clearly, she's working overtime.
Oh, my word.
All right. And our worst woes of that thing you do, exclamation mark, is brought to you by Captain Tragic himself, Francisco Ruiz. And you can join him and our Discord community at firejoystudios.com/Discord. And you might even hear his theme song there.
I've got it. Do you want the song?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Captain Tragic, he's no hero. Gonna rate your favorite movie a 0. He can't help it. He's that guy. Couldn't rate it classic if he tried. That's all we got for now, folks. But I'm still brainstorming the rest.
I rate plenty of things classic. I will have you know.
Uh-huh.
How dare you impinge my honor?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you can't write your Captain Classic theme song.
No, I got Captain Classic. He's our hero.
All right, bye, guys.
Oh my you down to 0.
What?
Guys, Paul fell down.
Paul fell down. He's off at Disneyland.
Wow.
With the Marines.
With the Marines.
Anyway, all right, guys. So,
that scene would not be made today with Mickey and Goofy with all the red tape.
No, probably not. But let's start. I'm going to start things off with some I dislike, since I'm Captain Tragic and all.
Indeed.
Oh, well,
And that's
it. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
First step right there.
So Bobo said in his David Bobo said in his like that he didn't get tired of the main song, That Thing You Do. Man, I felt like it was overplayed. I don't know. They just did it a few too many times. I feel like I know they only really played the whole song in its entirety twice in the movie. That's what I read in trivia.
That was
anyway.
too many times.
Yeah, well, there's clips. There was like segments of the whole song throughout, and it's just too much. I wanted.
Yeah.
I know they're one-hit wonders, but I wanted. And I guess this defeats the purpose of the movie. But I want to hear other songs they've sung, and
which they did, which I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised when they played other songs. Not just the slow one, but they had a catchy one where.
Come on, pretty
yeah.
Steve
so you,
Steve Zahn singing that one.
So
yeah.
those were original, also. Ashley, you said they're
every last song.
I thought those were covers of other things. Okay.
Well, they it seemed like story wise that they covered that since they.
Okay. Yeah.
But no, and Tom Hanks even co-wrote one or two songs
Mm-hmm,
on the score. "Loving You Lots and Lots." It's kind of. I can't recall if that's the song that the movie opens up with. I can't remember exactly, but
It is.
Okay, so that one he co-wrote, so that was cool.
So I just it was too much for me hearing it over and over again, and it's so earwormy. It's like I feel like one time is good enough.
I felt, and I don't know, it's because I've been listening to the song for decades, but by the end of, I felt it was a little bit too, I wish they had cut back on it, using it so much, but I remember watching in the theater not feeling that way, so I don't know what the difference is there.
I don't know. It was my first time. It's not like I've regularly listened to this song. Maybe I heard it when they were playing the
it was on the
ads for
radio.
it. Well, okay,
because it also got on the Billboard 100, which was cool. It got to 41.
That's cool. But yeah, that's my first dislike. Just they played it too much in the movie. So I get that's sort of sort of a hinge of the movie, but that's what it is. It is what it is for me. Let's go to Patch next. What's something you disliked about That Thing You Do?
Well, I'll just say that all three of my tragic ones kind of tie into each other. So I'll start by saying that the third act. I mentioned that the first two-thirds
Need dinosaurs.
Great, fast. Yeah. And the third act had Francisco's like attitude in it. And okay, I'm just gonna say that right there.
Hated it.
Tragic. But for real though, now the third act it slows down significantly, and you would expect the height of their short career, Hollywood television showcase, to be like, yes, let's go. And by the time they get to Hollywood, there's not a ton of time to live with the breakup of the band, because a lot of the major stuff happens in what feels like the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Yes.
And you have this part that just drags, and then and they broke up and there's fallout, and then here's the credits. Everybody lives happily ever after. Ending. And it's like the movie goes, yes, the energy's fast, slow down. Okay, we gotta wrap this up, guys. Okay. So I felt like.
Are you saying the third act goes too fast?
No, what I'm saying is the third act slows down. But what it does, and just spoil, this is my second tragic, the resolution is too speedy. So if you're going to slow down the third act.
It's not as balanced.
Yeah. So you've got an appropriate tone for this first 2/3 of the movie that goes along with this journey. And then I feel like it intentionally slows down tonally, but then the stuff that happens way too quick. So the tone of that back third is just really all over the place for me. And I didn't love how they got to the end of the movie. I understand it, but I just didn't.
It sounds like they need to play with their tones more.
Exactly.
Wow.
I wonder if they should do that. Or
I don't need her that.
Yes. I don't need it. Oh my God. So yeah, the third act kind of unevenness of the third act.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Ashley, I don't know if it was unevenness or something else, but what's one thing you wish that they didn't in that, or what's a thing you didn't like in That Thing was trying to come up with
What's
a joke
one
like
thing
that
you wish they didn't do? And
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
that
that's
thing
better.
they
Never
didn't
mind.
do.
I'm crashing
Yeah,
and
it's harder
burning
than
over
it,
here.
than it seems.
Crashing and burning. The Francisco Ruiz story. Just kidding. But one thing that I didn't like was I know that this was a commentary on how frequently band members can change over the times, and that's why Lenny and the bass player just disappear. But I absolutely abhor it because they made those characters so darn likable, and you care about them. That when they just disappear and they're having like the top moment the top moment they're gonna have when they reach number 7, they're having this TV special, and you've got one that just
they gone.
He's just completely gone. So you just have this interchangeable random Wolfman guy there, and that's and I know it's a commentary because yes, sometimes
that
you have bands and it does happen, but it's like, don't make me care about them if they're meant and you did, and they deliberately didn't give the bass player a name, but don't make them so likable and make me care about them, and then just have them go, and then they're about to record their next single, and then Lenny's off getting married in Vegas, and I know it's appropriate for his character, but I just don't like it. Don't make me care about them and then take them away from me.
Yeah.
On that note, I'll just go to my next dislike because it's really short, but I hate that that Lenny ends up apparently divorced and single and running a casino. I'm like, I feel like that's a disservice to his character that we find out.
No, but as Patch said, he's always chasing the shiny. So if you're going to go to Vegas, there's nothing shinier than Vegas. So you stay in the shiny city of Vegas.
I wanted more for him. Maybe he's having a fun time, but I guess I just wanted more for him, his character.
That's fair.
Okay. So, but Paul, what's one thing you didn't like about it?
At the end, I felt Tom Hanks' character was a little kind of cold and too much of a jerk at the end. It didn't seem like...
I feel like he should have been more of a jerk.
No.
I funded all your lavish lifestyles and now you're ending? What? Get out of here.
No, he's making money from them.
Yeah.
So I thought it didn't fit like, hey, God... He was just a little too the tone. Speaking of playing with tones, it was a little too cold. It seemed out of character from the rest of the film. He wasn't he wasn't trying to ring him back. He's not like like Woody, like, hey guys, everyone come here, let's all gather around.
Yeah,
it was kind of the opposite. It's like, well, you're gonna sing, you're gonna dance, monkey, and you're gonna do this, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And he kind of has like a half smile tone to it, but he's being very cold about it. And it's not like, well, we can do that after that. He's not like, oh, okay. He's like, hey, you look great. Let's keep this going. You know what I mean? It just, it seemed like something turned, but maybe he could read the writing on the wall because he's been there so long.
About it. Yeah.
But I just thought it was a shift in tone that I didn't like.
I don't know. I felt like he was pretty big about it, but that's fair though, Paul. Let's go to Ashley again. What's something you didn't like about that thing you do?
Am I the only one? I can't be the only one.
No, you represent a lot of people out there. Go for it, Ashley.
Yeah, but honestly, most of this movie, I wanted to slap Jimmy across the face. Just because...
Jimmy's the songwriter.
Now you're taking my trash maker. Thanks.
Okay, let me steal Francisco's
He's got a great smile. Why would you do that?
I mean, no, his face just evokes smug. And I know he's quote-unquote the talent. And I have encountered people like this in real life. So I know that there are people like him. But he is so self-centered. He only cares about the craft. The fact that while he is with Faye,
he also cares. He also cares about Diane Dane.
Yes, I think she's getting to that.
He brings his girlfriend on this tour, and then he's chatting up other people on this whole tour, and he's like, I only trust her. She says not to trust the label, and he's like suspicious. And then how angry he gets when it's announced that they're engaged, and he
what's that about?
Just assumes it's her.
Such a baby.
And he's like, okay, you've been together for 2.5 years at this point. Why are you
in the 60s? You should be married. Come on.
Yeah, they really should have been. And the fact that he's just like so offended to be suggesting like they would be together, and it's like almost like she's beneath him, and that he only kept her around to actually write singles and be like a muse for the music. And that's kind of like the feelings that I got from this movie. And like the way that he quit, he was just a jerk face.
I
Like,
quit.
I quit. I'm
quit.
like, good. No one has to deal with you ever again. You
Right.
jerk face. And I would love to see him write that single Alone in My Principles. It would probably be like this ridiculous power ballad that needs to be up tempo to even sound good in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why he got 3 gold records later.
Well, he can suck it. He can suck a
With
lemon
Jimmy and the
because he was
Herdsman?
unlikable. His original version of the song sucked, and they wouldn't have found any success if it wasn't for the drummer that made a deliberate choice and put them on that trajectory, because I certainly don't think Mr. Jimmy Face could have ever done it on his own.
Yeah.
You hear that, Jimmy Face? You suck.
You suck, Jimmy. Go suck a lemon. Faye was too good for you, you cretin.
Yes. She kept her eyes too tight for too long.
Indeed.
Patch,
She should have punched out his lights after they kissed, you jerk.
Patch, what do you wish you could have closed your eyes at in this film?
So that's not her tragic maker.
No.
It gets
My
worse.
tragic maker, but
Okay.
But I don't want to close my eyes because I might miss you.
oh my
And
god.
I don't want to miss a thing.
Watch the gazelle as it grazes across. The
We still have to review that movie, right? Armageddon?
there. I'm the-
Yeah, we haven't done Armageddon yet.
I love that song.
So good.
I've never seen that movie either.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
good.
I've seen it one time. Is that Michael Bay?
No, he is a producer.
Oh, okay. Because it feels
Columbus.
Michael Bay-ish.
Are there explosions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With asteroids hit the
Michael Bay
Earth.
reined
Yes.
in.
I need explosions in my Michael Bay movies, otherwise I'm not
You'll
watching
get it.
them.
You'll get it.
Good.
But it's more reined in. It's reserved Michael Bay because he's not the actual director on it.
Yeah.
It's still fine by me.
Did you say who the director was?
I think. Why do I want to say Chris Columbus? That doesn't.
Chris Columbus, Harry Potter?
I'm looking it up just to make sure. Oh no, it was Michael Bay. But that's right. He had, but he had good writers and he had people around him that were.
But he had good writers this time.
I
That
mean,
reined him in.
Yeah, like it's a restrained Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Before he went all like Bad Boys 2 and just decided every shot needs to be the shot.
Floaty.
So
Anyway.
sorry. What was your
All right.
what was your
So Armageddon. Here we go. Tragic makers for Armageddon. What?
Okay.
No.
Pat, I think you were giving me your dislike. What was it?
It's the rushed resolution of the
No,
movie. So this
no,
is
that
kind
is
of
your first
coupled-
one. What was your second one?
No, the first one was the third act.
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah. Oh
Was
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah. Oh,
balanced?
that's right. That's right.
And
That's right.
specifically, it's the rushed resolution. So
Gotcha.
I get what the movie's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's clearly designed to be this like optimistic fairy tale. Everything's going to work out for the people that you want it to work out with. And I'm not going to argue that. I think it does that really well. But the problem is you spent a lot of time building up this band, and actually to your point, their ability, the band members' ability to just vamoose because they've got other things. They have other commitments, other things that were apparently more important than the band. Even Lenny, which I think is, again, shiny object. It's a girl. It's Vegas. Yes. But I would think for one night, not just I'm gone. Like he's AWOL at that point.
Yeah.
So to see that you have this breakup moment and then within 3 minutes you've got guy out there kissing. And again, it's a great moment. You know, when was the last time you were decently kissed? It's a great scene. I love that line. And he goes, okay. And then he kisses her in the song, and you got Lamar, you know, giving his like grin into the camera, and everybody lives happily ever after.
Except Lenny.
Which is appropriate.
No,
But
it's
I
not.
think if we just spent more time in that conflict, we got two scenes. We got the breakup of the band, and we got the breakup of Jimmy and Faye, and then nothing else. And I don't want it to be something like Almost Famous, where it's just tragic halfway through. It's like a constant struggle. That's a great
Spoilers.
movie,
I've
and
never seen that movie.
It's those movies. Those
It's not a
kinds of-
spoiler for that movie.
It's
okay.
not. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah.
But the movie itself, I think, just it pigeonholes the conflict to get to the resolution really quickly, and that's where I think I struggle. Is you've given me so much of this. I love this band. Ashley, to your point.
Oh, we
falling
deserve
off.
a better Closure?
Yeah, I mean
closure. That's it.
That's the word that you're
Closure.
looking for.
closure. Yeah. So when where's your bass player, and for comedic effect, you see Lenny getting married and going, "I'm so happy," and that's the last time you see him.
Yeah.
Like
It's
this is a big
disappointing.
deal. The
Yeah.
Hollywood television showcase is a
But
big deal.
isn't it supposed to reflect a common tale?
It is.
Yes.
Which that it
So-
does. It is unbalanced in life when
Yes.
things like that happen.
And that's why I'm kind of saying these are sort of false tragic thoughts, because of the fact that I really do enjoy this movie. That these are almost nitpicks for me. I just think that there's so much service given to those happier moments and the energy that when you deliberately slow the movie down and you get to the part where the thing that does happen to a lot of bands, they break up.
That thing
I
they
think
do.
what Tom Hanks, that thing they do, yeah. I think what Tom Hanks is doing here is like, this is just very common tale. That line right there, I think, is why he just didn't spend a lot of time with this section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very common tale. He didn't want to maximize, oh my gosh, the band's breaking up. Yeah, it's what happens. Bands break up all the time.
Yeah.
It's a great commentary, but for me, if I had to argue something about the movie that I didn't like, it would be the fact that this was just sort of an appendix or like a footnote to the movie. Like, and they broke up, and these guys got together, and it's cool, like that's it. So
Do you think-
it just kind of, yeah.
Do you think you would have appreciated, or it would have felt better, for lack of a better term, if they had seeded sort of the cracks happening throughout the movie?
They did.
Instead of,
They did.
did they?
Yeah, they did. If you go ahead. Oh, I was about to say.
Oh, I'll go ahead. Yeah, I don't think they did.
Well, I think they did, because having watched it before, I know what
yeah.
to look for.
Oh, good point.
So
Yeah,
I know
this was
it's
my
breaking
first
up,
time,
and
yeah.
like, well, why? Oh, I can see, that the drummer is paying more attention to Faye than the lead singer. I can see. I could see the bass player just not giving a flip about anybody going on in the band,
Yeah,
you
he
know?
was just
Except
there for the
Chantrellines.
ride.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You can, and then there's the musicians talking to the drummer about, oh, bands don't always stay together and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
It was like
it's seated in
foreshadowing.
there, but it's not in your face as much as, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
so
fair.
I think it's either it's a struggle or it's brilliant, because if you look at it from the point of view of Tom Hanks as the writer and director saying, I'm intentionally not spending a lot of time with this moment because I want to emphasize how much it happens and how on the regular bands break up and people move on. If that's the case, fantastic. I don't love that during the title cards you've got, even to an extent, everybody but Lenny. Well, Lenny, he owns a hotel, a casino, but everybody else seems to get what they want. And to your point, Ashley, I kind of wanted Jimmy to have a failing career at that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a success, and he had the most successful
Yeah,
career.
yeah.
Jimmy and the Herdsman has, but I think that's to speak to the fact that he was a slave to the label.
Right.
Absolutely.
The guy who says don't trust the label is now making money underneath that label where he probably couldn't do that. So there's a brilliance to it that I can absolutely respect, and I probably lean more into. But again, if you're going to give a significant amount of time to building the band up, if you want to pay that off in an equal way, show me some of that tragic. Give me a little bit more tragedy. At the same time, I also respect the fact that Tom Hanks is making a point about the futility and about the commonality of this stuff.
Paul?
But if you showed the breakup, let's spend a little more time on that, because we spent so much time. That, my friend, is what they call closure.
Which we didn't get too much of.
I know you're quoting something, Paul, but I cannot put my finger on it. Will you please elucidate me?
It's Rachel Green from Friends.
Oh, thank you. Jeez Louise. Which is funny for those that you probably picked up on this, but both Giovanni Ribisi and
Yes.
Steve Zahn are in Friends.
Yes. I am over you. And that, my friend,
Is what
they call closure.
Over
He
me?
hangs up the
When
flips
were
the
you
flow.
under me? Okay.
That's late. That's another episode.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, Paul, to your point, Paul, from earlier when you asked me about could you cut things?
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna go the opposite. Give me a little bit more.
Okay.
I don't mind the length of it. I think it's a nice tight movie. I think 10 more minutes of conflict would be good.
Have you seen the extended edition?
No, and I won't because I don't love just from what I've read, I'm not interested in the stuff that's thrown in.
Yeah. I haven't either. I was just wondering if they added that.
I mean, I think I could watch anything with Charlize Theron in it.
Sure.
There's more stuff with her and the dentist. That's fine. But
yeah.
I'm okay with not.
Yeah, I've been personally warned not to because it will taint my viewing of it or my thinking of it is what I've been told. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. It fleshes out certain parts that most people don't care about. It adds more context to some characters. It adds every single scene that Charlize Theron filmed that no one cares about because she's happily ever after with a dentist. But
yeah, I don't need to see. And because it's so unbelievable that Waitress from the Blue Spot and Mr. Whitegame together, I just don't see it. It doesn't make any sense.
You're not going to see that in the director's cut, so don't go looking for it there. You won't find it. You will not find it.
I'm making a joke that they're married in real life.
I know that.
Do you?
You are not going to find that in the movie for what they did. You're not.
Paul, what do you wish we couldn't find in the movie? And then we'll get to Tragic Makers.
You're a tragic maker.
Your face is a tragic maker.
No, it's not.
It's actually not.
Look at this face every
I
single
know,
day.
and I'm very blessed by that. Anyway, Paul, go for it.
Classic maker. So my second dislike for this movie is, oh man, watching it from a 2020 plus viewing. It's 2026 when we're watching this. 30 years later, when they are playing, the band is playing in at that market or that state fair, I think is where he goes. He's like, I got a pig in the competition.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna win that blue ribbon.
Yeah. I think it's at that fair where they're playing in front of this huge crowd, and then they take a view from behind the drummer, and you see the crowd. And it's this awful green screen or blue screen cutout of the crowd in front of them.
Oh.
And it is just so glaringly bad to me. And watching it with my eyes now, it's like, are you kidding me? And it's the only one that really jumps out in the entire movie for me. Mm-hmm. And afterwards I watch it, and it's like in the trailer too. They end it with the trailer. Like, wow, back then our eyes must have just thought this was amazing and not even seen it. But to me, it's so glaring. It took me right out of the movie. I'm like, well, wow, that is so unnecessary, and that is so bad. But
I did not notice it.
You didn't notice it?
No.
All right.
I think we were watching a DVD copy, so that could certainly have something to do with it.
That definitely helps. No, I'm serious. Like watching Spaceballs on DVD versus 4K, completely different viewing experience when focusing on special effects.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
All right, so the special effects is Paul's Tragic Maker. Got it.
Not my Tragic Maker, my second dislike.
Oh, you're saying dislike? I'm sorry. Okay. Now we're to Tragic Makers. Ashley, it's been a bit. What is your worst thing, your Tragic Maker for that thing you do?
Your face. Oh. Sorry, I was doing a callback.
Francisco's face, no.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
I wasn't in this movie.
Well, the reflection off the TV the whole time.
Oh, no. I know you already commented on this, Francisco, but this is how much this bothered me.
Oh.
I don't like the song That Thing You Do very much.
What?
It got on my nerves. It is an earworm. What? And I feel, even though they didn't play the song all the way through more than twice, that song grated on me. Yes, it sounds authentically like it was from the 1960s, but every time I hear it and I see Smug Jimmy's face, the voice that I am hearing does not match the character. It doesn't feel like the voice fits him. It takes me out of it, and I don't want to listen to this voice that doesn't feel like it's matching this smarmy, smug, punchable face character. And it just takes me out of it. And I know that they deliberately picked this voice because he sounded like an artist out of the 1960s.
Yeah.
But when they have just someone else performing the part for an actor, even if they do their best to mime it to the best of their ability, if I feel like it doesn't fit, it takes me out of it. So that was taking me out of it from the very first time that I heard this song. And the fact that it is so overly repetitive and we hear little bits and pieces, I just can't. It's a charming movie, but the song is just annoying to me.
Wow.
Hear, hear.
And I know that people were saying, oh, the only people that heard the song over and over and over and over and over and over again were the people that were in the movie when they were recording it, and they probably heard it more than anybody. But people would always say, oh, you don't hear it over and over and over again, and it's not that type of song that's going to drive you crazy. Everybody only hears bits and pieces. I'm like, am I the exception? Because this song is too much.
I was about to say, can you imagine being the actors who practice this one
Right?
song over and over
Can
for
I wear
6 months
earplugs
before
now?
even filming?
Can I wear earplugs now? Because, and I'm just hearing the song, and I'm like humming it to myself. I'm like, I don't want to be humming this song. It just stays in my head. We watched it on Monday. It's Friday now, and it's still.
There you go. That's a sign of a good song.
No, and then I keep mocking it, and I'm just like, because it grates on me because it's not the type of music that I would listen to. It's representative of what a song from the 60s would sound like, but I don't tend to like most music from the 60s that's not the Beatles.
Francisco,
you do like the Beatles?
I do like the Beatles, yes, but I tend not to like overly repetitive songs and.
Gotcha.
Hey, Francisco, I'll let you go, but mine is the exact opposite of Ashley's. But go ahead.
So your tragic maker is that they didn't play it enough?
Well, you'll see when I get to it.
Oh, okay. Was that it, Ashley, or anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
His punchable face.
Oh my.
The voice does not. The voice that's coming out does not match.
I thought it was that I played the song too much.
That's
what I thought.
It's a package deal.
It's a package deal.
Okay,
the song.
All right, mine is not the exact opposite of a package deal. It's the opposite of one of those.
Okay. Well, before we get to Paul,
so into her, the way she was leaning heavily into her second dislike.
Okay.
He has a punchable face.
Patch?
Because he's a punchable jerk.
Patch, what did you want to punch right out of this movie? And this is, I guess, the build up to your trifecta of the third act.
Indeed.
But go for it, Patch.
Sin.
You're a tragic maker.
My hot take is that Faye is a very flat character compared to the rest of the cast.
Oh.
I
What way to body shame, Patch? Gosh.
Sorry, that laugh was a little too loud.
Faye is just flat.
They fell flat.
I know. I'm giving Patch a hard time. I know he means the personality of the character.
They fell.
You know what? You know what? Before you go on, Patch, I will say that I thought Liv Tyler did an absolutely phenomenal job. She captures the screen in a way that most actresses can't. But I will agree with you. Her performance when watching it's even though she has like my favorite line in the whole movie and that scene, it just seems a little less than. Like I don't know what it is.
She's
it's
just
her
sort
performance
of
in
there
it.
as opposed to she's really there. That's a
No,
weird way
she's
of putting
there,
it,
and she does an absolutely marvelous job, and I would not recast her at all.
Yeah,
But
I enjoyed her. Yeah,
I would like to see a little more range in her deliveries.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't disagree, Paul, and I think that line is fantastic, and that's the unfortunate part. That line.
Yeah, that's all you get
in this movie, where she is anything but this emotional sidecar for Jimmy or for Guy.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think it was intentional.
Yeah.
But there was so much emphasis on these other three, specifically Jimmy and Guy. Like those were the guys that I think had the most written for.
Well, you have
But
like
the other
6 major characters going on that you're juggling.
You do. And again, I can forgive it for the fact that she's not the central focus, but when you end the movie
as
her
one
and
of
Guy getting together,
yeah,
she is portrayed as the backbone. Like she is what partly held the band together. Even though she says, "Guy, you're the backbone. You're the well, that's what Mr. White says. You're the drummer. You keep the rhythm. You." And he's right. Guy was the person that held the band together. But they built to what you said earlier, Paul. They built her relationship with Guy dancing around each other throughout the movie. And yes, it naturally got to that point at the end.
Yeah.
But it was when you end with that and Lamar looking at the camera where they're going back in the hotel and they're going to spend the rest of their lives together, now you're like, well, so Faye just hung around until somebody kissed her? And I know that's I know that's diminishing it quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like she was given enough to justify the importance of who she actually was. I don't doubt that her importance was there. And I could see
it just wasn't utilized
just
best. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, Mr. White says, you want her on tour? She's your costume mistress.
Right.
Yeah.
But she
That
doesn't
point right
do
there,
much.
that's
Yeah,
when you
she
should
doesn't.
start fleshing her out a little bit more. It says, well, she's not just a costume mistress. She's not
Right.
just Jimmy's girlfriend. She actually is an emotional anchor to the band.
You
or to
know
these
what?
two individuals.
That
And
is
how
a
do you see that?
fantastic point, Patch. And I'm sorry for talking over
No,
you.
you're good. I'm done. Yeah.
She was an emotional anchor for the main character of this film, but it was not shown. And they just
Yeah.
kind of forced
Yeah.
it at the end.
Yeah.
If I
Go ahead.
if I want to give some from some Francisco's fantastic fan fiction, it's fabulous. Here's what I would just add a moment where they're in the tour bus, Guy and Faye are staying together for whatever reason, and she's just maybe tells a little story about her history. Maybe her dad tried to be in a band and he never made it, and she always felt sorry for him and is so excited now to be here. Just something to give us a bit more connection with her character. I think you don't need much. I think just a little bit like that would really help make her more stand out more and
that
be more
seems like a throwaway line if it's not connected to the character of Guy.
No, but she's telling Guy, and that's
know,
why
but-
it's making them more
It doesn't,
emotionally connected.
there's no history between it. You know what, Francisco? Why don't you go and see if you can visit the cockpit? Tell them it's your birthday or something. Go.
So I'll say this. There's a moment that Faye's
That's a great
existence
idea. I'll just say that right now.
Sadly, it doesn't work, Francisco.
There's a
Go
moment
ahead,
where
Pat.
Faye's existence is justified through the lines of both Jimmy and Guy, and this kind of like shows what I'm talking about. They're sitting in the airplane, and they're talking about what the next steps are, and Faye's sick, and so Guy goes back and he says, "Hey, Faye's not really feeling good," and instead of Jimmy saying, "What's wrong? I'll go check on her," or whatever, he says, "So when do we get to cut another record?" Like he completely dismisses it.
Yeah.
Right.
She's not in that scene.
Right.
So
It-
she's a proxy at that point. She's like, oh, you've got control freak, focused Jimmy that she's with, that you're rooting for her to break up with eventually to be with sweet Guy, but that seems to be her only thing.
Yeah.
Like the thing that she does, right?
Yeah.
So it frustrates me because I feel like Liv Tyler has the chops to be more. I just don't think
Yeah.
enough was written for her.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't know what
true.
the answer to that is. Again, all of the stuff that resolves comes in that last third act, but you could drop a few more nuggets here. But I think so much time was spent developing the band, which was appropriate, that she becomes kind of a side quest at that point. And then she finally comes back around as, oh, you know what? She broke up with Jimmy. Guys got his stuff going.
She was a side quest who Guy didn't even know she was a side quest until the very end when she became the main quest at the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. So I wish there was more with Faye.
That's
She's that
She
kind of
just
thing.
felt like an accessory to me the entire
Yes.
time.
Yes.
She was just
Yes.
kind of always in the background, and you just kind of had to justify her character's existence as someone's girlfriend, as their costume mistress. I too would have liked to have seen more done with her, and it just felt too convenient that she's with Guy at the end after almost immediately after dumping Jimmy. And I mean, there's this kind of tension that exists between them because you can see from the very beginning the way that he looks at her, the way that they interact, that ultimately their end game and how Jimmy is just so focused on the music and their next big thing that they're going to be doing that he's not focused on her. But at the same time, it's like the pacing in that third act, it's like we're just rushing to get to them almost immediately after she dumps him. And it's not satisfying.
Yeah,
It's not
agreed.
because you don't want to immediately get with the next person after you dump someone. That just feels slimy to me. And I don't like how it ends. I was like, oh, and they got married and they had 4 kids and they did this. Everything in those last like 2 minutes, it's just like, okay, we're just
You
going to
could have
give
written
her
better
this
cards at the
happily
end.
ever after. And I'm like, I like happily ever afters as much as the next person, but it was anticlimactic, and there was no big payoff for me. It just felt like a big letdown.
Yeah.
Everybody finds happiness and success, kind of, except for Lenny. But it's just kind of like, really? This is what you're going to do to me?
Yeah, I think, do you guys ever play a game when you're watching a movie or maybe ending a TV series and you kind of project, okay, where are these characters going to be now? Okay, this is what's happened at the end of a movie. Where do these characters go? What would they be doing today? Obviously, when
that reminds me of this one time we stayed up way past midnight.
Oh my goodness.
That is one of my favorite Lenny moments right there. And he laughs at the middle. He can't complete the thought. This movie and movies that do this, where they say this is what's going on with them now. Obviously, they spoil that.
Right.
But when you were talking, Ashley, I was thinking, even if they didn't have these things, it would be difficult for me to even try to imagine what these 4 individuals are doing or 5 individuals are doing, because there's such an abruptness to them.
And they're so they are character types, so they could yeah.
I mean, I would just as much believe that Lenny stayed married and became a real estate agent as much as him not.
Right.
But beyond that, none of these characters I felt like,
I think it would have been funny if he had to flee the country for his safety.
Right.
They're not real people. They're meant to be like stand-ins for all the one-hit wonders of the 60s and that.
Yeah.
So we don't really ultimately need to know where they end up. Let us have that.
Yeah,
Maybe that would have been a more satisfying ending.
And also, Patch, if you ever read up the history on some of these one-hit wonders, you're like, oh, what are they up to? And you read about it and you're like, oh, that's kind of boring.
Yeah. No, I think what we saw, the end title credit, post credit, whatever they're called,
I didn't need it.
was appropriate. You know,
and it was believable for their characters. For me,
I agree. We didn't need it though. Yeah.
But I think again, this speaks to maybe the genius of Tom Hanks. At the end of the movie, I was just ready to get to the credits. I wasn't thinking about these characters at the end of it. You know, even with like a romantic comedy. My wife and I recently watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, one of our favorite romantic comedies.
All right.
I'm like, what I'm thinking about next is these two characters going back to Staten Island and playing a game of BS with their family, and is she going to be the winner of whatever? If you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But
of course, BS with their family. I totally know what you're talking about.
Anyway, but I don't think that's the success of a movie. I don't think That Thing You Do was meant to say, what are they doing these days? I think it was just as much about like a musical journey. This is what you would do in like a biopic. Like what's happening to these members today. Like if
it's a fake biopic. Yeah,
it is. So again, I think Tom Hanks is doing right by it. I think the sacrificial lamb here is Faye, because all she was, what was her success? And granted, being a mom is a fantastic thing to ascribe to, but she wasn't projecting herself that way. She wasn't projecting herself to be to settle down and do this. She was along for the ride and loving it and supporting Jimmy. I could have seen her, you know, if they had written her like after she and Guy got married, that they did more together and not just had a family. I mean, I think they started a record label, but or something like that. But I just didn't feel like what was shown to us was completely what she was about. And I thought, give her more, and that's good.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So not enough Liv Tyler.
Yes, not enough Liv Tyler. Which
Paul,
I can get behind that. Yeah.
What was too much or not enough for you? So much so that it made it your tragic maker.
So the way mine is opposite from.
Oh yeah, it's opposite.
So
from
man, so much has been talked about. I completely forgot how it's opposite now.
Well,
you can't get enough
Jimmy's
of that
punchable
song.
face and the song was too much.
Can't get enough of the song. Jimmy is a musical genius.
Paul wanted more Jimmy.
Oh, you can't get enough of the song. My tragic maker is that I got too much of the song.
Wait, that's what we were saying.
No, see, that's how I don't remember how it's the exact opposite now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds very. If you.
That sounds like the same.
Yeah, almost sounds like the same.
You know what? That sounds like a pickup line. If that's a pickup line, we're a match made in heaven kind of.
What? It's a line from the movie.
I mean, I knew that. Yes.
No, you did not. Your face tells me everything I need to
Maybe people are just listening to this and they can't see my face.
Anyway,
my
the
beautiful,
main song, I agree.
Rugged face.
I agree that the main song can get too repetitive.
Okay.
That's I think the worst part of this movie is that as great I think it's a great, wonderful song, but when it's played over and over, it can get a little repetitive, and I think that's the worst thing about this movie.
Makes me hate it.
And I'll say this, as much as I loathe the movie, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou had a great single that went on and on and on and on and on, but they didn't play it over and over and over again in the movie.
That's true.
So you could do it. You could do it, Mr. Hanks. You could do it.
Yeah.
You can just play random music and have them be playing all the different places.
That's what I thought that they were going to do.
Yeah.
Like,
that would have been tremendous. And I think the times that they actually played the song, you would have really appreciated, or if they played the whole version of the song, like maybe they did a first performance
and then the last. And
didn't do the snippets. And
yes,
it was just I know that they used a lot of what's the term? My brain is like dying from thinking about this song. But they did
They did some. I would have appreciated more some of that funky music, the instrumental kind of like montage thing.
Yes,
like, okay, we know the song that they're playing.
Do more montages of them going through the state fairs. I think I could have lived with that.
Yeah.
And like as we're going through the charts raising and they're having more and more success. Please don't play that song. I don't need to hear the little.
Well, they did play other songs during that as well, but
I just don't
as
need
much.
To hear any of it. I wanted
All my
to
only
appreciate
dreams. Come on, pretty baby.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, pretty baby.
You know what? I want to get that song now. I didn't know it. After rewatching it, that's a great song.
So here's
who was that by? Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters,
That
right?
was by the Wonders, but Steve Zahn sang it, or Lenny sang it.
Oh, okay.
Captain
That was
Geach
one of
and the
his-
Shrimp Shack Shooters.
I could do more. I could live with more Captain Geach.
Yes,
Captain
absolutely.
Geach for sure. Yeah.
Weekend
So
party
since my tragic maker was Jimmy, I just did not like him at all as a character.
Punchable face.
I almost feel like it'd be more interesting if he was more likable. Then it's like,
Yes,
like,
that's why I
almost
was
like-
wondering what Giovanni could do, because I think he is a little bit more likable as as an actor, or a less punchable face. I don't know.
He definitely has a less punchable face, and you want someone who has heart, but they're kind of tortured because they're torn between like taking.
Although
care.
I don't like seeing Giovanni as the bad guy either. So maybe it's best not to put him in that role.
But
I don't know.
I'll say this, since that's my tragic maker and we sort of talked about that, I'll just put in something else that watching this movie, this is a silly thing, watching this movie made me want to go and watch Scott Pilgrim versus the World, a much better band than the
really?
Wonders
The Sex
or than Sing
Bob-ombs?
Street, or Sex Bomb is the best movie band.
Really?
Better than Spinal Tap. Better than
I
all
think
that.
the Oneaters are much better.
No, you're wrong.
I'm gonna go watch Dreamgirls.
The problem is, though, I don't really like Scott Pilgrim versus the World anymore because Netflix's series ruined it for me. So now I'm like stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Well, that sounds like a mental game on your end.
I know it is, but I'm going to attribute it to this movie. So thanks a lot. That thing you do.
No win, Francisco.
Sure. And speaking of not winning, now that we've entered all our trajectories into the firing computer, Alice, do you have a firing solution for us?
Firing solution complete. Rating salvo armed and ready to fire on your mark.
Rating salvo armed? What happened to salvo authority?
There never was salvo authority.
Salvo at the ready.
Yes.
What?
Thank you, Ashley. Salvo at the ready.
No,
But
I know.
changed it so there's no mistaking now.
Oh, hashtag justice for salvo.
Oh my god.
The Francisco cut.
Oh my gosh. Now that I've read that right. End of mode, real quick. All right, guys. Time for the moment of truth. Do we rate That Thing You Do? A classic. If you've never watched it before, then definitely seek it out. Not to mention a rewatch is totally worth your time. Or do we rate a nostalgic? If you've enjoyed it before, then you'll enjoy it again when you're in the mood for a comedy drama with music. But if you've never experienced it, watch it once for the memes, maybe on 2x speed, knowing that you could end up really liking it or really loathing it. Or do we rate it our lowest rating, tragic? If you've never watched it before, keep it that way. And if you have seen it before, don't sully any good memories you have of it with a rewatch. So we'll begin with our guests, as we like to. Alice. Ashley, You predicted nostalgic, if I got that right down. Predicted nostalgic for That Thing You Do. What was your final rating for this film?
It remains nostalgic.
Remains
I
nostalgic,
feel like
okay.
there's quite a bit of this movie that so many people would enjoy. I thought it was great commentary on the one-hit wonders and just music from the 1960s in general.
Ish.
And I appreciate just the length that the production team that everyone did to produce all of the music in this movie and just make it original. And you know what? All the other songs in the movie are fine because they're not overplayed. But I don't think wouldn't regard this as a classic. Maybe if they played less of the song, reworked some of that and gave us a little more closure, even though it is a commentary on the changing band members and whatnot. I would rate it classic.
A Hollywoodized version, yeah.
I need like the fan edit of this to make it to just fix all the little pieces that I couldn't deal with. But yeah, nostalgic for sure. See it at least once. You might like it, and then you'll be like, "Thanks, I hate it."
The song's stuck in my head now.
Exactly, and I need to get it out of my head.
Not that one.
That will work, Paul. That will work. That song is so much better.
All right,
And
Patch.
it's more danceable.
Patch, you had predicted classic. Where did it end up for you?
Well, I have, as the feeling film in me does, I just have an emotional connection to it because of my relationship with my dad. It's going to be a classic for me. And
Classic?
I
think I misheard tragic. You said tragic, right?
Stop projecting Captain Tragic.
Captain Tragic would always hear that.
Oh gosh, I'm not Captain Tragic.
He's no hero.
Get the car key out of your ear, sir.
So,
but
classic.
Beyond that, beyond just the personal connection to it that I have with my dad, even the things I found wrong with it wrap themselves up in a way that's really appropriate. So overall, I don't think any of this breaks the first 2/3 of the movie. Like all this stuff works together. My preferences for the changes and for the things that I would like to see don't take away, which is why I don't want to watch any other version other than this, because to me, just like you said, Paul, I have a visceral connection to the theatrical one.
Yeah.
And so if Tom Hanks has a different vision or if he wants to expand some stuff, that's fine. He can do that. But it's the intimacy and the fast-pacedness that really makes this feel like it's a connectable movie. It's not something where if I watch another biopic about a fictitious band, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a band that I would never be able to connect with. They're so far away from what I understand about that. This feels like, oh yeah, these guys would be right up the street. If I lived in the 60s, man, I would absolutely probably be friends with at least one of them.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
They feel like connectable characters. So for me, it's classic.
Very good.
Much
very
to
good.
your chagrin, Francisco.
How you know I'm not going to rate this a classic? I might be right there with you, Patch.
Nope.
You don't know.
Oh, you got his name right. Good job.
Yeah, we have Alice over there. That's Paul. And who are you?
Francesco.
Oh my God.
Francesco.
Guess I walked right into that.
You did.
Now we go, before I get to me and Paul's range, we like to go to our Fire Guard. They're the people that support us on Substack, $5 a month. You can be, yes, thank you so much.
You can be one too.
Yes, you can be. And you get to influence these final ratings as well. And the people that voted this time, sorry for those that like missed the vote. I've totally, we're doing this. It has been like 2 months since we've recorded a podcast. I'm very rusty. I only got it up like today. And so I'm sorry for those that wanted to vote and didn't. But collectively, you rated this a nostalgic film. So we have two nostalgic so far.
Excellent choice, y'all. I fully support this.
Did you vote, Ashley, on it?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I do not vote on the episodes that I'm on.
Okay.
I have some integrity.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay. I figured as much. Just wanted that is more clarifying for the listeners than anyone else. But Paul, you had predicted, I think, classic. What was
Where'd you write it down?
No, I did, but I wrote over the numbers. Remember, I flip flopped the. Okay, so.
Anyway,
classic.
I predicted classic.
Yes.
Yes.
What was your final rating?
My final rating is remaining at classic. I would recommend anyone, if they haven't seen this, or if you haven't seen this in a while, or not at all, go for it. Give it a watch.
Okay. For me, guys, much to your all chagrin, I rate this a nostalgic. So
I knew it.
there.
I knew it.
There. What, did you look at my notes? Is that how you knew?
No, I didn't look look at your
Okay,
notes.
okay.
I just, when we watched it together, that was the feeling that I got. I like to
Oh.
give you guff about being Captain Tragic, but based on the things that we talked about,
There were so many guffaws. It got it up to
It's
nostalgia.
balanced.
When I
It's
laugh a lot through a movie, it'd be very hard for it to be a tragic for
and
me.
you were just sold on all the things that Lenny did.
Yes,
and
I was.
You wanted him to be
Give
the
me
main,
a solo Lenny
yeah,
movie.
you wanted him to be the main character
I
of this
did.
movie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we want the Francisco, the Lenny cut.
Yes.
Of that thing you do, and then Francisco will give that a classic.
Yeah, exactly.
I am Lenny.
So we have 3 nostalgics and 2 classics. So according to the Retro Rewind podcast, we rate That Thing You Do a disputed nostalgic film, sort of on the higher end of nostalgic, I guess. So if you've seen it before, yeah, definitely take some time to watch it again. If you've never seen it before, give it at least one time watch. And sorry if you end up hating the music; it'll be stuck in your head forever. All right,
And
guys.
they say that like it's a bad thing. I don't know these people.
For some people, it might be.
I'll listen to other music. It'll be gone soon.
All right, but now it's time to get back to our own time. Good old 20XX.
20XX.
Comsat ready. Gratitude circuits online.
Feels good to be back, but we wouldn't have been able to travel back to 1996 to begin with if it weren't for our amazing Fire Guard. First off, our Fire Knights, Deborah Powers, Dustin He's a Big Deal Warford, Kennethan, and Ashley Ruiz. Oh, you're right here. Woohoo! In addition to our Fire Guards, Brian Scott, Daryl Hafner, Drew of the Cellcast, D. Tungsten, Fabulous Lomax, Geek Devotions, Gaiden, Mary K. Crownbearer, Cool Deluxe, Redeemed Otaku, Ryan Frosted, and that's our Bob, who's in chat right now. Woohoo! In addition to one other awesome patron as well, thank you all so much for keeping the gigawatts coming. And if you want to help keep us flying and get bonus content for your generosity, head over to firejoystudios.com/support to start.
Hey, Francisco, do you mind if I totally steer the course and go left in a different direction that you are not prepared for?
That is fine with me.
Yeah, we're at the end. Most people turned it off by now. So
How
if you're
do
still
you know that?
I don't know. I'm guessing. Now that we're
Just
done
open
with
it-
the...
we don't know if that's air out there.
Yeah. You don't know?
You don't know. I know that's Sam Rockwell. He's not in this movie at all, so continue.
I'm going to take us back.
Back
Go
in time.
back to when we reviewed Clash of the Titans.
Okay. Yeah.
And when we reviewed that movie, we were talking about how some people don't like Bubo, the mechanical owl, but everyone on the podcast did.
Oh, okay.
You and I, and how fantastic of a creature he was. And in fact, I'm going to play a clip from that episode.
Okay.
And if someone's looking for early or late Christmas present for me, if you want to get a life-size replica of Bubo, the mechanical owl, that like turns and stuff, it doesn't have to boop and beep, but that would be so awesome.
That would be awesome.
So since then,
what
we got? So Sideshow Collectibles announced at the end of last year a life-size replica of Bubo the owl.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I pre-ordered it, and his head turns.
Oh wow!
And he can lift his wings and everything.
Oh my gosh!
Shout out to Sideshow Collectible.
Sideshow,
yeah, for making Bubo. Finally, I got him. So you don't need to give me a Christmas present. I already got one.
Okay.
But if you may want to get one for yourself or someone else,
Very cool.
Shout out. So I just wanted to close that chapter on that.
Yeah. Oh, and Sideshow, if you want to sponsor our podcast, you're more than welcome to do it.
Yeah, there you go. I need to find out how to maybe stick them here or something.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Just put him in front of you. He's Boo Boo the Owl's doing the show now. Yeah.
Sponsored by PaulJPowers.com.
Do his eyes his
light up?
pupils
No.
Like
no.
not dilate
No.
or anything? No.
No.
That's still really cool though. Wow.
Yeah.
Very,
but
very
anyway.
awesome, Paul.
So speaking of really cool things, is there any way to support the show besides, being sponsored by Sideshow Collectibles? for our average listener out there.
Yes, and
That
nothing
doesn't
average
involve,
about
like-
you, listener.
Yeah, but
you can.
is there a way to do it without like emptying their wallet?
Yes, you can always leave us a 5-star review on your preferred podcast player of choice, or better yet, you likely enjoyed this episode if you made it this far. So if you aren't driving, tap the share icon in your podcast player for this episode and send it to a friend saying, "I know you like that thing you do, whether it's the song or the movie. So I thought you'd like this podcast about it."
Cool, and I'll bet they'll thank you. Cool, and I'll bet you for it. No. Cool, and I'll start over. Cool, and I'll bet they'll thank you for it. And speaking of thanking people, we also want to give you a big... No, sorry. Let me do that again. Cool, and I'll bet they'll thank you for it.
I think so.
And speaking of thanking people, we want to give a big virtual hug, because that's the thing we do here, to Ashley Ruiz and Patrick Patch Hicks for supporting us with their thoughts about that thing you do. So since I like to go in alphabetical order, thank you so much, Ashley Ruiz. We want to give you more time than that was given time to Liv Tyler. So thank you for sharing your thoughts with us.
Appreciate it. Thank you again for having me.
Of course, of course.
And Patch, thank you so much for coming on again.
Mm-hmm.
Always happy to be here, cocaine parties or not.
There we go.
So close.
No, it's happy.
You know, it's a party, so
It's always a party.
If anyone ever wants,
that's the thing I do. That's the thing I do.
to understand cocaine parties, or go to your room, go listen to our The Boy Who Could Fly episode or our Adventures in Babysitting episode. Those will give you your sort of primer.
Those are the first two I was on, right?
Probably.
My teeth with retro rewind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And the legacy you've wrought, Patch.
Happy to be here. Every time.
But truly, thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you so much, Patch. Thank you to my awesome bandmate, Paul, the artist Trick for enhancing our music, and all you rewinders, new or old, for another fun voyage.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
And as Tom Hanks just said, we are now part of the Culture Box Media Network. Find all the shows unpacking truth through story, comedy, and geekery, because that's the thing we do at culturebox.media.
Thank you, Exo, and thank you for listening. We pray you are more joyful today than when you first hit play. But like a Pokemon, we gotta catch you all for...
Insert here.
Oh, Patriot Games is next.
What?
A
So
Patriot
you're not.
game?
So it's not Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's later. That's in September. I got confused. I'm sorry.
Get it together, Francisco.
Edna mode.
But like a Pokemon, we gotta catch you all for Patriot Games, our next adventure on the Retro Rewind podcast.
Those was presidential flashcards.
Retro Rewind mission complete. Proceed to base to await next mission.
All right. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit, Mr. White.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much, Bobo, Star Fox, Paul, of course. Anyone else watching who's lurking, perhaps, thank you all for being here. We're going to now move on to our spiritual speculation section. We are, I didn't get one up on Substack, so if you are a supporter, sorry, there won't be a live version of that, but you'll be able to hear the podcast, of course, later. But thank you all. I'm going to end the stream now. Hopefully you have a great rest of your evening. And yeah, thank you for being here all. See you later. Here's your stream face.
I am smart